What was that?
Like, oh, wait. Did you already start streaming?
Say the thing you said again.
Oh my god, I'm naked. Stop.
I thought you'd repeat that for me when I turned off my starting soon screen.
I don't know what you heard, mister, but this show ain't free.
Hello, welcome in. Hi, Fuzz. Congratulations on finally solving crime. I mean, we've been solving crime the entire time.
Okay, so here's the thing. I've been around for like a number of weeks now. I don't think we've actually closed more than one case.
Mm-hmm.
Is that crazy?
I mean, I did ask you to come in near the end of the game, so...
Okay.
It's like building up to all of this, you know? I have no idea when I started playing this game.
Because, okay, I think I joined at least in November or December or something. I feel like if I just scroll up to the first time you send me this collab link, and you know, I'll be like, okay, around that time. Oh, that was a funny video. I sent you the freaking Love Life thing. The guy's dancing in the oil. I don't know if you ever watched it, but it's really funny. It's been at least 3 months.
It takes me a long time to finish one of these games, just because there's so much voice acting, and I only play it like one day a week, you know? So it gets quite spaced out. So.
Yeah. Okay, 3 months, we did one case. Hell yeah.
Yeah, but we're finally here. Hello, Nolan. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Hello. For those of you who are new, my name is Princess Rosca, a variety VTuber here on Twitch. Today we are doing... What? Why am I a liar?
You're not a variety VTuber. It's 90%
what am I?
Jump King, and the other 10% variety. So I guess...
It's 10% variety is still variety. I'll have you know.
I'll have you know.
Thank you for the head pat, Cap. Welcome in. Nolan, how was stream? Welcome in. As you can see, it's not just me today. There's also my friend Mizu.
I'm a guy.
Just a guy?
Just a guy who does silly little things with his silly little face.
I don't know why. When you did that, I thought of the ooh-ee-ah cat.
That's exactly what I did.
Ooh-ee-ah cat is so fucking funny.
It's a couple of mannerisms that I just steal from memes. Like, everybody says pog now. Not because pog is a real word, but because of the emote. But I've been saying freaking yippee and stuff.
I don't say pog. I do say yippee. I do also say that's crazy.
What is that from?
No idea. It's from my friend Corns, but I'm sure he learned it from somewhere. What do I say? Oh my god, I fucking picked up this thing. Cap does it a lot, and you've probably heard me say it, but like a cheeky little save. Like, I say that all the fucking time, and I think it's because I heard Cap say it once, and then I was like, exactly. So I was like,
cheeky little save.
Stream is dying?
I don't know. Seems fine to me.
No, stream
is fine. This is a dual problem.
This is it's you. You're the problem. It's you, duo. Sorry.
True. Just like Taylor Swift was the problem at the Super Bowl. If she wasn't at the Super Bowl, the Chiefs would have won 3 times. Oh,
you sure about that?
Yeah, actually, I don't know. I'm actually kind of happy that the Chiefs lost. Because it leaves history open.
It leaves history open.
Yeah, I don't know. It's more exciting when history is like still anyone's game.
I see.
But like once it's stamped as only the one, and it's like, oh, there's no fun anymore. Imagine you got first place in Jump King by like 2 minutes, and nobody could come even close to your record. You're like, huh,
wait, have the Chiefs been winning the Super Bowl?
They won the last 2 in a row.
Oh,
if they won this one, they would have been the first team ever to three-peat in the NFL history.
Three-peat? I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. I don't, as you can see, obviously, I don't watch sports ever.
It's okay. That's all right.
Sports
All you
ball,
need to
let's
know
go! Football,
is, you know
yeah!
who Martha Stewart is?
Yeah.
So the very first ad for the Super Bowl was Martha Stewart doing the Juby slide, and I'm just okay.
What's the
Just
Juvie slide?
additional context. I've been trying to learn how to Juby slide for the longest tide, but it's basically it looks like somebody is just gliding on any like surface.
Oh, okay, like the moonwalk.
No. Forward.
Forward?
Yeah. Go look up a video called Juby slide. Jubi slide. And it's like, how are they doing that on grass? How are they doing that on gravel? How are they doing that on the beach? And it's just really cool to me, and I've been trying to learn. And guess what? Martha Stewart just does it, and I'm just like, fuck you, Martha Stewart, you old ass crony. How the hell you do that? It's like very, very clearly just somebody else, and they put her face on.
You sure about that? You sure about that? It was a body double? A Martha Stewart
Yeah.
body double, really? That's what you're gonna go with, Mizu?
Yep. That's what I'm gonna go with. Definitely not copium.
My Floppy says, hi, Princess. Hi, Mizu. I'll be back after I take my exam and write my last discussion reply. You got this, Floppy.
Do your test, Flopsters.
Yeah. Pretty fun.
With
We were playing the
with
headliners.
that very distinct handwriting that I could tell.
Floppy's a little guy.
Sure.
Little guys can write like that, too.
I'm just gonna say Floppy is a floppy-eared. The only other funny commercial was the Tostinos commercial. Do you know what I think you should leave is the show?
No,
It's on Netflix. I think if you like really dry humor,
I don't.
that's a little like outrageous.
Uh-huh.
It's like really random funny. They hired the guy who did the show to make the Tostinos commercial, and it's just like him, one other old guy, and like 3 kids, like waving goodbye to an alien, and the alien's just like, "Thank you for sharing your Tostinos with me. How gracious of humankind!" And it's like the door just closes on the alien, and the alien dies. And drops the Tostinos back onto the floor.
Okay.
And the guy's just like, damn, what a shame. Picks up the Tostinos, starts eating them. I was close with him, but not as close as you kids, because you guys hung out with him the whole time. But like, what a shame, just eating Tostinos. The kids are just like,
I see. I don't really watch the Super Bowl. I know that there's supposed to be like funny commercials every year, and then like the big halftime show, which I've only heard Kendrick Lamar.
yeah.
Also, I heard he won like
He won
some
Grammys.
music award, right?
You know what a Grammy is?
No, I don't watch that either.
You don't know what a Grammy is?
No.
What are you?
I don't-
Living under a rock?
Yeah, I'm 80 years old, Bizu. I don't fucking know any of these
That's not
pop
a crown on
culture
your head,
things.
that's just a rock.
Duo says, I never have problems. Look how I'm the only one chatting.
I think you're the only one that can
Duo
see
might
you
be
chatting.
the only one here.
That's not true.
It's just you, me, and Duo.
Damn. Put out the
Small crowd tonight.
candlelights and the picnic blanket.
Are
on
we
the
gonna
table to
have
make it
a
look
romantic Valentine's
the
Day date, the
finale.
3 of us?
fancy. Whoa, the 3 of us.
Yeah, you,
I
me,
don't know,
Duo.
you know what? I'm gonna stop myself from saying things that are like very inappropriate. I'm just gonna say that it was French themed and leave it at that.
Like the wine?
Yeah, like the wine. Little wee wee.
Okay, let's get into the game. I don't know how much longer there's gonna be.
Watch it be 5 minutes. That'd be so funny. We
Uh,
start it, we read one line, and it's over.
that would be so sad. Okay, so for whatever reason, I don't know why, you guys, but my computer decided to open this.
You're not
What?
sharing the game.
Oh, that's right. My computer decided to open this in full screen mode, so I had to like redo the like resolution and stuff.
Oh my
so
god,
hopefully...
you shared the wrong thing. I see all your personal identification and anti-aliasing. That's crazy.
Oh my god. You scared me for a second. Fuck you, dude. I was like, what could I have possibly shared that had my personal private information?
Wow, you have an anti-aliasing too? That's crazy.
What the fuck? Wait, hold on.
What? What did you do?
It went big.
It is very clear for me right now. This is the clearest it's ever been for me.
Resolution. Can it be not? Can it be windowed?
Put it to window. Oh, now it's not as clear, but that's fine. I don't need to see.
Wait.
It's still fine. Like, I can still see it.
Okay.
You're Gucci. I'm sorry for scaring you. Don't be mad at me. Don't bully me.
Mizumi gonna improv his lines all night.
Yeah, I'll just squint and be like, that looks like a letter. I'm just gonna say letters.
All right, we ready?
Yeah.
Is the game loud enough, you guys? Can you let me know if it's not? Okay, here we go. 10 years have passed, and still now, the 6 million inhabitants of our great capital rest easy, believing that justice was done. That though his anonymity remains, the diabolical murderer was caught and executed. Deuce is gonna lurk. I seem to be the only one having stream issues. Oh, sorry, Duo. I mean, what kind of stream issues are you having, though? They executed an anonymous man? They know who they executed, but to the public, he was anonymous.
It was a closed trial.
Yeah, a closed trial. That's what it was called. Very well, then. You may have the truth. Dun 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 dun!
Oh, he's sweating.
Uh-oh.
Tell me then. Tell me what I was gonna say Quint. What the fuck was that? Tell me what Clint really was. What kind of fucking name is Clint? Like, his name's Von Zix, and then this guy's Clint. Like, what the fuck?
Lord Clint Van Zeeks was too pure of heart. When he became a prosecutor and went in pursuit of the black roots of crime, he drove himself into a corner. He came to the uncomfortable realization that to fight the most fiendish of criminals requires one to become even more fiendish oneself.
Doesn't make any sense at all. Clint. So stupid. Dumb name. What's his actual name?
It's Clint Van Zeeks!
No. Baron.
It's Barack Van Zeeks.
His name is Barack. Listen, did you hear this, chat?
This is you, I think.
This is you.
Oh, okay, fine.
No. Think about it. It's Strongheart telling this story, no?
You're right. You're so right. Hold on. I can't hear anything. Don't say anything.
Oh, chat, we can fuck around. She can't hear us.
See? Your lips moving.
Well, no, I'm not saying anything. You can't even hear me. You can't
my
prove that I'm talking.
headphones just went back. My headphones just came back.
Yum,
What the fuck? I'm gonna
yum, food,
marker
pizza.
this. I'm gonna see what you said later.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say any inappropriate things like a social security number out loud or something. And those 3 wacky digits on the back.
Yeah, because I totally told you my social security number, right? And you were supposed to keep a secret, right? You promised me you'd keep it a secret.
I promised. Super secret. Like, why did you even share that with me? It's a test of faith. Oh. Now all his stream knows.
The 19th century was a truly miraculous 100 years for Great Britain, and indeed the whole world. New industry. What?
Was it though? Really?
Yeah, for the men it was, yeah. Aristocratic men? Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, rich white people at all times of history. Yeah, they had it pretty good. Whoa!
Whoa, surprising, amazing. New industry, new technology, and with the birth of the Metropolitan Police Service, new law and order.
Y'all didn't even have internet. Shut up.
But these dazzling new developments meant ever deeper shadows were cast on society. Water sullied by factories, air thick with noxious fumes and crime, growing daily to fill the darkness. Lord Clint Van Zeeks made it his mission to combat that darkness. But as time went on, it slowly ate at his soul, until eventually he was consumed.
I'm just imagining ancient Egyptians sending each other memes and hieroglyphics now.
It's ironic, really, and somewhat surprising that the truth has once again been unearthed by a Japanese.
Once again? What do you mean?
Tiny says, "Ha, I'm the only orange heart still." Yeah, no one else has picked orange, Tiny. You're very, very unique heart right there, you know?
I thought you were going to say unique New York.
Unique New York, unique New York.
It's hard to say.
Sorry, did you just read the slide?
I did.
Okay. 10 years ago, your father, Genshin Asogi, turned up at my office one night. It's not my favorite color, but it's part of Toucan. It is! And you're right next to a yellow heart as well. That looks like Edward, but it's actually... Who's that one again?
I can't. I don't know.
It's not Edward. It's... Oh, it's Zawara. It just looks like Edward, but it's Zawara. Welcome in, Tiny. The professor. Do you want to be Asogi now, or should I continue?
I can be Asogi. I'll use protag voice.
Yes, beyond all shadow of doubt. You must issue a warrant to search his home at once.
Don't be absurd. The man comes from one of our country's most illustrious families. He's a paragon of justice here in the capital. Tiny says, why did he put Edward? That's my name. No, Tiny. The font, when you type Zawara, just looks like Edward. It's not... I didn't type Edward. I typed Zawara.
It's crazy fun.
Yes, that's the point. That's why none of you British can see it. He's using his noble status as a diversion, whilst he commits these atrocious crimes behind the scenes.
I'm gonna get better at reading, I swear.
Do you have evidence?
Nothing definitive as yet. I don't know. But he keeps an enormous savage hound on the estate. We need the full support of the judiciary for this. We're up against a member of the aristocracy.
The what? What'd you just say?
Aristocracy.
The aristocracy?
Okay, hear me out. The dialogue is like coming out at a weird cadence, so I'm like saying it at a weird cadence. Hear me out.
Uh-huh.
Hear me out.
Sure.
Play that game. We should play that game.
What game?
Hear me out.
What game is that?
It's just like you present a character, a fictional character in most cases, and you say "hear me out," as in you would smash, but it's like very controversial.
I don't think I've ever played that game.
It's not a very, like, how do I say this? It's very Zoomer.
I see. Also, Tiny. I'm sorry. I thought your name was Tony. I thought your real name was Tony. It's not. I know your real name. He's Venmo'd me before.
I'm going to
I have you on my Venmo. I know your actual name. I just think it's funny. I'm sorry, but I can't possibly put Scotland Yard into this based on the tenuous accusation of a visiting student.
Ugh.
I'd pay to see that fight, that.
My name is 3-word, according to some. Wow. According to Com! Whoa!
Whoa! Tiny Tony! Yeah, no, come on your mind!
I'm leaving!
Whoa!
Whoa! Hi, Christian.
Come
welcome
in and then come out? Whoa!
So I turned down Asogi's plea. And as a result, he took it upon himself to visit the Van Zeek's mansion on his own. They are close to each other!
They're not that close.
I mean, I and O are closer on the keyboard than S and C.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
We can only imagine now what happened between the two men.
Two
we
men?
know what?
And they were roommates? What?
Though we know the outcome, of course. Lord Clint Van Zeeks perished.
I don't believe this. So, in actual fact, Cosmo's father did nothing.
Tiny says, yeah, but hear me out. Hear me out!
Hear me
I
out.
swapped my S key and my X key.
Why would anyone do that? In what reasoning? You'd be like, I think I'll just swap these keys. Like, it's not
Doesn't
even
make
just
any
the keys on the
sense.
board, but the binding for them.
So that you can never mistype sex? Or
I think I would
sec?
mistype
Give
it
me a
more.
sec? Instead of give me a sex. Every time I type sec out on my keyboard, I'm like looking at it, I'm like, no,
Gotta
let
make
me
sure-
erase
Make
that.
sure if I type, give me a sex to someone.
I would die from embarrassment. Legitimately, like, crawl into a hole and die where I
How
stood.
much time do you need? Give me a sex. I think the closest thing is like I typed that in work chat. It's just like, it's like, I typed the word fuck out, and it had zero context to like the actual situation, and it was something like give me a fuck or something, but it was really like even stupider. It made no sense.
Were you trying to say duck?
No. I don't even know what I was thinking. I fixed it afterwards. The guy I was talking to, he was just like, huh? I'm like, huh, what am I trying to say?
I see. It was pivotal when I built this keyboard from scratch. I see. Give me a fuck is worse than mine, at least.
I don't remember the original context, but yeah, it was definitely. I think I replaced like trombone with fuck or something. It was really weird. It was a really obscure word that I replaced with fuck because I just thought fuck and like I don't know. My brain does wild things.
I see. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, we ready?
Yeah.
He made the late Lord Van Zeeks meet the same fate. He put a permanent end to the professor killings by taking the drastic measure of ending the perpetrator's life. As soon as I heard, I hurried to the mansion. When I arrived, it was easy to grasp what had happened.
And what about the wheel?
Hisogi must have already taken it. Nothing of that nature was found at the scene. We had no idea of the existence of such a document at that time.
I call Cap.
Cap? Where's he?
Casual Cap, are you there?
Calling Casual Cap. Paging Casual Cap. What aisle would we be? Soup aisle, please.
It's all soup.
Soup! I was the only person who knew of the true identity of the professor. So, I resolved to keep it a secret and to guard the secret to the bitter end. So, you're admitting to it? That you were behind it all?
It was you then who pinned the crimes on my father.
I did what needed to be done in order to protect the law and order of the British Empire.
You have to add the order part.
Even if that meant employing an unforgivable ruse. Then it was you who arranged this fabricated evidence. I ordered that detective to take care of it, whilst keeping the truth from him, naturally.
Gregson.
Obviously, he opposed me at first.
Then I sucked his dick. No, I gave him some fish and chips.
Are you off your rocker? We can't do something like that! There's no question that it was Asogi who murdered Lord Van Zeeks. The house staff have made statements that they saw the man running from the mansion that night. Yes, well, I've no doubt it was that Japanese fella. But we haven't got a shred of conclusive evidence against the man. And worse than that, he doesn't keep a dog, so we're short of a murder weapon to boot. And we're short on time, Gregson. We must put a stop to this man's rampage, for the good of the country. So we'll use whatever means necessary. Do I make myself clear, detective? Blimey.
I gotta say, they kind of aged pretty well.
10 years?
Yeah. So, that night, 10 years ago, when I was attacked by those thugs in the back streets. Back streets back all right. And Genshin's ring was taken. That was him, was it? That was Gregson and some hired help.
Then, the detective handed the stolen ring to Dr. Wilson, who feigned its discovery from the victim's stomach during that autopsy.
And in the light of that decisive evidence, Mr. Asogi was found guilty of the charges brought against him. However, behind the scenes, he had actually already struck a deal with his accusers, in which he agreed to silently accept the charges.
But I just don't believe that part. As far as I do the man, my father despised such underhand dealings.
MT, welcome in. Hello, hello. It was extremely easy to make him comply. You see, he had one crippling weakness.
You.
My weakness.
Isn't it obvious? You, Kazuma Asogi.
Me?
Perhaps you have no desire to return to your homeland, Asogi.
Oh, what?
Though I hear you have a 14-year-old son. Agree to cooperate and accept your guilt without contention, and you will see Japan and your son again.
You scoundrel.
Whether you choose wisely or not, it will be a closed trial by order of Her Majesty. So whatever rash claims you might make in court will have no trouble in stifling them. There's only one outcome for you, Asogi, the gallows.
Don't forget that I still have a weapon at my disposal. A document revealing a truth that I know you're desperate to keep hidden.
Yes, it hadn't escaped my mind, which is the only reason I'm willing to bargain with you. I only want to protect this country's law and order. You understand. So, what's it to be, Asogi?
Ah. Kazuma.
How
That is
unfortunate that there was
Oh, yes,
someone in the cemetery with a gun when he got up to leave.
What a quinky dink. It's almost like they planted him. Isn't that what they said?
No, why would they go through all the trouble if they were going to kill him anyways? That's what they said.
To make him believe, to comply.
But he has. They still didn't find the document that Clinton Van Zeeks wrote
That's
down.
what they want you to think.
Oh, I see. I think
You,
they really didn't find it.
Well, we'll find out shortly.
you did it for me?
That voice is so funny.
And as I told him at the time, my motive was simply to protect Britain from the damage the truth would do. To protect this country's law and order at any cost.
Objection!
I've never dared let myself ever consider this possibility until now. But in the light of all this treachery, I have to ask. The mastermind behind the Reaper of the Bailey? Was it you, Lord Male Strongheart. I'll admit it. I'm a freak.
A rather brilliant idea, wouldn't you say, Lord Barack Van Zeeks? That the spirit of your late brother, that paragon of justice, should return to reap justice for his sibling. Could there be a more appetizing tale for London's masses, I ask you?
What? What brazen?
I knew that you'd play the part to perfection. But your role really wasn't that of some embodiment of death. No, you were London's guardian angel.
An angel with bloody hands? I think not.
Those who had cooperated with me already were only too happy to participate in my plan. Inspector Gregson, Dr. Wilson. My minions worked tirelessly to ensure that the finger of guilt could never come to rest on you. It's all thanks to them that you were exalted as the demigod the Reaper became.
But Dr. Wilson left Britain 4 years ago, when he was invited to work in Japan.
That's right. So I had to employ the services of his young protege after that. Dr. Courtney Scythe. Dr. Scythe. So what with the execution of the professor and the subsequent reign of the Reaper of the Bailey, I've successfully safeguarded law and order in our mighty capital for the past decade. That is everything.
So we're just gonna leave at the part where you're a super criminal.
And, murdered a whole bunch of people, even though, murder is wrong.
Yeah.
My lords, ladies, and gentlemen, I do hereby confess it was I who sired the concept of the Reaper. However, let me say in my defense, it was all for the preservation of law and order across the entire empire.
That's not gonna hold any.
Lord
Standing for
Strongheart
it.
did it?
An unforgivable collection of crimes, but still.
All those who died at the Reaper's hand were rotten to the core anyway.
If it was all in the aid of keeping London safe.
Bro, they were all found not guilty.
Oh my god, we were so in tune, Mizu. Finally, we did one of those, crowd whispers correctly.
It's true.
There's...
It only took us to the finale.
I know, right? There's no one left now who can reveal the precise truth of what happened 10 years ago. Therefore, this trial can go no further.
What do you mean? Oh, okay.
Now, I would like to entreat all those present. Beyond these four walls, nobody need know the truth.
Wait. This guy's a fucking dirty liar. Nobody could talk about the preciseness of the 10 years ago thing. Nobody involved. Nope, no one person. You exist!
Come to the stand, Lord Male Strongheart!
You're like 2 steps away. Fucking change seats.
Even Her Majesty must be protected from this. I trust you all appreciate the importance of my request. It is, of course, for the good of my country. Can he do this? Can the trial really end now?
Oh, it's...
I have one last question. For the accused, Lord Van Zeeks.
What?
Of course, I know that you're a highly accomplished prosecutor, so I find it hard to believe that you didn't have any doubts at all. That you never suspected your older brother.
Yes, the same thought occurred to me.
My brother only came home with his dog, bloodied, menaced multiple times. The same number of times as the dead nobles, but no. It was only once. But yes, I couldn't say that I never had my doubts. My brother's sense of justice was extremely strong. Perhaps too strong, I observed. At that time, there were members of the aristocracy who were bleeding the country dry from their own gain. And since they were nobles, they were untouchable. For my brother, was a source of great turmoil.
And coincidentally, at the same time, the professor began his terrifying reign.
During the time of the professor's killings, my brother did not appear to be himself.
That made you suspect.
Yes. But it was only once, not more.
Only once. Really?
Clint wasn't the culprit. That was my conclusion at the time. And I still believe that now.
Do you have any evidence to support that idea?
Oh my god, it was Strongheart! A triple Strongheart!
The third victim was the Lord Chief Justice at the time. It was he who had recognized my brother's potential and trained him as a prosecutor. No matter what the circumstances, it's unthinkable that my brother could have killed his friend and mentor.
Hello, Zero. Welcome in. How are you?
Strongheart just says, it's not like I have any big dogs.
That will do. Neither Clint Van Zeeks nor Genshin Asogi still walk this earth. Oh my god, Mizu, your name is Miku now.
Okay.
It's canon. Hi, Miku.
Mikumi Morgan.
Hatsune Miku!
Sekaide.
Yeah. That's me, the number one.
However much we debate this matter now, we cannot hope to reach a conclusion. But there are only two extant pieces of evidence from the time. The woebegone ring that acted as the incriminating evidence to condemn Genshin Asogi, and the 3-paged last will and testament, penned in black ink and left behind by the man. The wretched truth of what happened is exactly as I have explained. Good, how are you? I'm doing good. I had a good Tuesday. What about you, Misu? How's your day?
Could have been better. Could have been worse.
Could have been better, could have been worse.
What can I say? When work asks me, hey, how you doing? I go, neutral face.
Oh my god, Misu, hi. Oh yeah, I get the first hi from Ash. Hell yeah, that's me.
Hi, Ash. Welcome in. My golden retriever friend who wasn't so golden retriever after all.
Wait, you?
Yeah, I'm golden retriever.
You're the golden retriever friend?
Yeah.
What kind of dog do you think I am?
You don't think I'm a golden retriever? I think you're a poodle.
Definitely. I'm a poodle?
You're a poodle.
Is it because I'm poo and poodle has poo in it?
No.
Okay.
You just give
It's like
off
that.
poodle vibes, you know?
I don't even know what that means. You're gonna have to explain it to me at some point.
What?
At least I'm
Okay,
not
what
the
dog do
knockoff.
you think you are?
I don't know dogs. I don't know dogs at all.
I see.
I see a dog and I'm like, that's that dog on the Caesar food. What's that kind of dog? You know what I'm talking about? It's like some kind of terrier. He's got the
No.
mustache dog.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. God, what kind of
It's a ter-
dogs are those that have the mustache? I know exactly what you're talking. I can
It's a
picture.
terrier, no, right?
Is it a terrier?
Yeah.
I can like picture
On
it
the
in my
Caesar
mind.
food? Mustache dog. Worcestershire Terrier.
Ash says, "I'll be golden retriever for you, princess." Oh,
Mizu is a Pembroke Welsh Corgi. You know the royal dogs? Yeah, I am like not. I am the furthest away thing from a royal dog you could ever imagine. I am like a slumdog millionaire.
you want to be a mutt, just like a scrappy dog?
A little scrappy dog. No, I don't know about that. That's going a little fur. What's that one dog? The fireman dog? Not the Dalmatian.
Dalmatian? Oh,
Not the Dalmatian.
fuck?
What's the deal with Dalmatians, man? What's with their spots? What the hell? Why do they evolve that way? Why do you
I
need
don't
spots,
know.
dog?
That's just how they are.
Like, before why? Like, cows? Why do cows got dots? They don't even have dots. They're just like weird hide. It's weird. Evolution is strange.
Truly, it is. Later today, I will present myself at the Ministry of Justice for whatever sanction is deemed appropriate. That is all. Court is adjourned.
Okay. What was I gonna say about evolution?
Objection.
Half the people on the planet should be dead. Our medical science has advanced too far.
Ash said, honestly though, I think you're like a Labrador cross with a husky. I could see that for
What is a Labrador?
a lab.
What is a Labradoodle? I've only seen Labradoodles. Is those big dogs?
No, labs are large. They're retrievers. A Labrador retriever is kind of like a golden retriever, but they have much rounder features, I think.
Oh, so they're not as long haired. They're like short fur.
Labs are usually short fur, yeah. Yeah, short hair.
So like a Dalmatian, but like not spotted.
Labs are a little bit chunkier than skinny Dalmatians.
Okay, so that's the fireman dog I was thinking of. Yeah.
Oh, a lab? I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
I don't know about the husky part. Huskies are cool. They look like wolves, but like small wolves. Have you ever seen? Never mind. I'm going way off the fucking rails.
Thank you, Kazuma.
Me?
If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have made this 11th hour discovery.
Yeah, I got that dog in me.
What discovery?
My lord, I'm afraid. I must insist the trial continues. I beg your pardon.
Do you ever think about how fucking this guy's goggles are just breads?
They're not breads, but I get what you're saying, yeah.
I'm sorry. This guy's is weird. He's got fucking bread goggles, a goddamn mouse on his shoulder. Like, what's going on with you, dog?
As the court has been reminded today already, we must stop at nothing to uncover the whole truth. And to that end, one particular statement made by somebody in this courtroom moments ago revealed a very subtle contradiction. What the fuck? What contradiction?
Yeah, it's something Strongheart said. But
But all I did was ask a curious one simple question.
Well, it began with Lord Van Zieks and his recollection of his brother.
yeah, I fell apart.
But Lord Strongheart didn't permit the defendant to speak at length.
I merely pointed out that we can draw no further useful conclusions here. So where on earth is the contradiction?
In your pants.
One of them definitely just said something contradictory. It's time to identify who. God, I don't fucking know. I don't know.
It's-
Do you know?
Just a little cheeky save. Oh.
It's 100%.
Strongheart?
100% Strongheart.
It was Lord Strongheart, I'm sure of it. Something he said was slightly off. Come on, Ryunosuke. Think back over his words. Find the problem. Okay. Neither of them walk this earth. However much we debate this matter now, we cannot hope to reach a Oh, it's because there's nobody here that can, I guess, repeat what happened? The ring and the will. Lord Strongheart, would you care to explain? Explain what, Counsel? More like Softheart. Among the statements you made just a few moments ago, something you said was inconsistent with a certain piece of evidence we have. Inconsistent? And whilst an inconsistency remains, the defense has a right to pursue an explanation.
Yeah.
We're not getting one.
Let me warn you about the statements you are making, Counsel. They may very well prove fatal. Hey, son, welcome in.
Songats.
You claim my words contained a contradiction. With which piece of evidence, I ask you?
Is it the Asogi Papers?
No, because the Asogi Papers were there, so we can't present the Asogi Papers again. We also can't present the ring again. The ring... The papers. Hi, Action! Welcome in! Okay, wait. Only two
so,
extant
yeah.
pieces of evidence from the time. Neither Clint,
Here.
Van Zeeks, nor Genshin still
Go down a
walk
little.
this earth.
So those are the two things: the woebegone ring
Uh-huh.
that acted as incriminating evidence, and the three-page. 3-page.
3-page.
Is the Asogi papers 3 pages?
One, two. Oh,
Boom, boom, boom.
good point. Okay.
Take that!
Good point. Good catch. Damn. This here is the will left behind by Mr. Asogi. The 2-paged will. What?
What?
Yet moments ago, your precise words were... The 3-paged last will and
You
testament.
fucking dirty sneak!
Could it be that originally there was a 3rd page?
Ooh, got you by the balls, bitch.
For a moment, I thought perhaps you'd identify something worthwhile, but it's a mere trifle, I see. A trifle? Governor Caden!
Eh? What can I do you for, sir?
You were present when the Japanese man penned his last will and testament.
I was there for sure. I remember the black worm like squirrels to this day. And I'm quite certain, my lord, that there was a 3rd page at the time. What? What? Only the first 2 pages were the actual will, though. If I mind correctly, the 3rd was a message to his lad back in Japan.
For legal purposes, we required only his will.
And we would not have wanted any more uncomfortable words Britain to get back to Japan. So it was decided that the 3rd page ought to be sent.
How dare you make that decision? I had a right to know what it said. To hear my father's line of words to me.
The courtroom is no place for sentimentality, Counsel.
What the fuck?
What the fuck, dude? What the fuck?
As it happens, I have the 3rd page of document with me here now.
My father's message?
Why do you have that, my guy?
It will be given to you at the end of these
What
proceedings.
do we know?
Be
No,
too
no, no,
late
no,
once
no,
the
no,
trial
no.
is over. We need to know what it says now. Even the slightest thing may give us a vital clue. My lord, the defense calls for Genshin Asogi's last words to his son to be read out loud before the court. Now! Your request is denied. The inevitable maudlin words can be of no consequence now.
The prosecution agrees. The court should know the content of that message. Every possible piece of evidence must be thoroughly examined.
Very well then, Governor Caden.
No, please, anybody else but him read it.
You will read the 3rd page of the document for all present to hear.
Yes, sir. Only, I should point out, my lord, I can't read. Oh, yes! Trying to read whatever language.
I don't know who this is.
I think it's Sholmes.
I'll just go for it. This beautiful handwriting. Shame on you, Barry. I don't know. I think it's.
Oh,
Son.
damn it!
Eat shit, Makotoba.
If I could be of assistance here, I would be happy to translate the words into English for the court.
He's gonna say shit. No, who's gonna call him out? Father. Who's gonna say that he's wrong?
You're still here, are you, Dr. Mikotoba? Naturally, I consider myself a member of the judiciary, albeit a lowly one. But perhaps I should quietly withdraw after I've translated Genshin's message. Your cooperation is much appreciated.
Thank God it's not the goddamn guy. I could read, but I cannot read.
Kazuma, the truth is shrouded in darkness, a darkness only our clan's great sword can pierce. Mighty Karuma, Twist thy head and watch them fall, all thy mortal foes.
You open his sword right now. It's got a fucking real will in
Is
there.
that what it means?
Yeah.
Twist the head and all heads
Twist
will
it.
fall?
Twist it.
That's the end of the message. Why? How do you get open the sword from twist the head?
Bop it. Twist it. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? How obvious can it be?
mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
A haiku poem? Twist thy head?
Watch it be the rabbit somehow. No, that'd be dumb. Open the handle. The handle. Oh, it's not the handle. It's the top of the sheath. The very tip of the sheath. No, not the part. The top of it. Or maybe it is the handle now. But I thought it was the tip. No, it's nothing.
Nothing is lining up.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. Not yet.
Not yet? So not the tip.
No.
No, the
Just
tip
wait.
is missing.
Just you wait.
There is no
It'll-
tip.
Just you wait. They gotta finish the sentence.
Twist thy
They-
head.
Father,
What is Haruma?
the name of the Asogi Khan's famous sword. A razor-sharp blade known to all, passed down for generations. It embodies the Japanese spirit.
It's not known to me.
It's the katana sword that was submitted as evidence earlier in these proceedings. The one worn by the prosecution counsel when he confronted Inspector Gregson.
Now we can do it.
It's gotta be rough not having a tip. True. Very true.
I'm not gonna say it. Don't say it. Don't say it, Morgan. Don't say it.
All these procrastinations are beginning to try my patience. Adjournment of this court is long overdue.
I'm gonna whisper it. Maybe chat won't hear me, and only Princess will.
I didn't hear anything at all.
Good. Just me giggling about the word I said.
I see.
Okay,
As
you want me to type it to you?
Sure. As the presiding judge, I have been as accommodating as possible of the will of the courtroom. However, despite all that, no new information has come to light.
Twist it.
In pursuit of justice, Lord Glint Van Zeeks tragically lost all sense of morality. When he murdered his former mentor, clearly he was already devoid of his normal faculties.
It's clear that you killed him so you could be Lord Chief Justice. How dare you? I refuse to believe that my brother...
Too much time has passed. We cannot ever hope to know more than we do now. Especially since the alleged will that he penned in his final moments appeared to have been lost forever.
It's in this sword. Arg.
Lord Strongheart, you appear to be in something of a hurry to wrap things up. I wonder why. We've heard you state time and time again during these proceedings that everything you did was in the interests of protecting British law and order. And I stand by that.
Yeah, he was just interested in protecting his butt.
Without the Reaper, we could never have achieved the reduction in crime the capital has seen. What about Inspector Gregson, then?
And Dr. Wilson. They were no criminals. You used them to achieve your ends. And then you had them killed.
However you dress it up, there was nothing fair or just about that. Lord Strongheart, what exactly is it that you're hiding? Dr. Mikotoba, were you not to quietly withdraw after the translation of your former associate's will? In this courtroom, no argument carries weight unless it is supported by evidence. And it would seem that the defense has no more evidence to present.
Give him like 3 seconds. Just, twist this.
In which case... I hereby order all discourse from these proceedings to be struck from the record. This is my last chance.
Mr. Naruto.
I have to present some decisive evidence now or it's all over. But can I? Wait. Can we look at the sword now? You're right!
I fucking told you, twist it!
Mighty Karma, twist thy head and watch them fall, all thy mortal foes. That's the proper way to use a sword, is it? Maybe I should try it. It hurts my neck, that's the trouble.
Mr. Naruto, if I might make a suggestion,
Not your fucking head, you idiot.
I think perhaps it doesn't mean your head.
Oh!
I once studied the history and development of the katana some time ago. And as I'm sure you're probably aware, the sword's head is the part at the very end of the hilt.
I did not know that.
It's the pommel. It's written as head in Japanese, but it's pronounced as Ashira, I believe.
Kashira. So Mr. Asogi's words really mean twist the butt of the hilt? You don't think? Oh, he's so silly. Hi, Floppy.
Ah,
What's inside it?
is that a tightly wound sheet of parchment?
No, it's a cigarette.
Oh, that's his will. Scarlet ink. It's written in scarlet ink. I penned this, my last will and testament, in the final moments before my inevitable and willing death. This is it, isn't it?
Mr. Naruto, look at the signature at the end.
Clint Van Zeeks. And the date. 10 years ago on that fateful night.
So, for 10 years, it's been silently concealed inside Kairama, and nobody knew.
Imagine he just like threw the sword in the water or some shit. It got fucked up.
Would never.
The last will and testament of Lord Clint Van Zeeks.
Wait. Oh my goodness. Look at this. This is unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
What are we looking at?
Can we look at? Do you want to look at it? Or do you just want to present it?
No, I want to look at it.
Look at this wheel.
We can't look at it. It says, the last will and testament of Lord Clint Van Zeeks that has been hidden inside the great great sword Karuma for years. A trump card left behind by Genshin Asogi. We can't read it. Present evidence.
Eat should have died, bitch.
Wait, my lord. As it happens, the defense does have evidence to present.
Just imagine.
What?
'Cause this had to have taken
Don't be
place
absurd.
in real time.
I
Just
know,
the Cosmo,
right?
Hey, give me your sword for a second. Huh? We're in the middle of a court, bro. Like, nah, twist that shit.
There's nothing of relevance remaining from the time.
It's high time that you realize something, my lord. This gentleman has an uncanny habit.
Oh my god, he finally called us gentlemen and not Nipponese.
That's crazy. Of producing evidence at the final hour that had escaped everyone else's attention.
Nonsense.
A breakthrough?
What is it, Brunosuke? What do you have?
I dare say, the final, decisive piece of evidence that will reveal the whole truth about this rotten tale.
How can you?
Decisive? Well, it would appear there's no escaping it now, my lord. Let it be so then. Present whatever you think you have that can settle this decade-old enigma, if you're capable. What exactly is this evidence that the defense claims to be so decisive? I will save right now, because...
Is just in
Not
case.
because we don't know, but because it's been a long time since we saved.
That's it. That's all.
Present.
Take that, you bitch.
There is a single piece of evidence that can clarify what really happened 10 years ago.
The last will and testament of Lord Clint Van Zeeks.
Ha! A wonderfully astute observation, I'm sure. But in case it had escaped your notice, that document was lost long ago. That's right, it was. Only, I have it right here. Discovered just moments ago. Impossible! That can't be! Everything that's happened comes back to this will. This document is the key that will unlock the entire mystery.
Oh, he's sweating. My brother's last will and testament? Where did you find that?
It was rolled up inside this.
Inside Karuma?
That ultimate weapon Genshin Asogi obtained has lain undisturbed in the hilt of this sword all these years. Shrill, thank you for the hydrate and the self-care and the head pat.
Go drink some
You should
water.
hydrate and also stretch a little, Mizu. Maybe consider stretching.
Have you considered sitting up straight and not like a shrimp?
I know, right?
Couldn't be me.
Couldn't be you, why not?
My natural form is form of a shrimp.
Alright, have we done our stretching? Alright. Just waiting for the right time to emerge and reveal the truth. The signature and seal certainly look official. How are you, Shrill? Welcome in. Sorry,
It's true.
spoke right over you.
It's my brother's handwriting. There can be no mistake.
How are you, Shrill? Welcome in. Bang, 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 order! I forbid the contents of that document being read out. Do you hear me? I strictly forbid it!
I just want him to say eat shit and die.
You can't do that, my lord. This document could explain everything. That document could literally destroy the meaning of justice in this country. I demand that you hand it to me at once! Why? What are you trying to hide? Could it be that you already know what's written on this page? What are you implying?
You're a scoundrel.
Court is adjourned with immediate effect! Clear the courtroom!
Objection!
Eat my fucking feet. Do that, my lord. And you'll suffer a fatal blow as Lord Chief Justice.
I beg your pardon?
Forcibly ending a trial without good reason. And not any trial, a closed trial by order of Her Majesty the Queen. To defy the monarch's will is treason.
I don't know how to sound angry.
Just imagine I stole your chips.
Lord Clint Van Zeeks really did pen a will that day.
It's exactly as the young Japanese man said.
Read it out now!
We have a right to hear what's in the will! I'm right at a duty!
Cam, thank you for the head pat. I'm hanging in there, just playing Fortnite for a bit till my birthday! And then going to bed. Oh my gosh, is your birthday soon, Shrill? Is it tomorrow? Tonight?
Happy birthday.
I got it. I didn't see a redeem, I'm sorry.
Well, well, my lord. It would rather appear... Sorry! I was just
What?
thinking about your birthday song.
What do you mean? Come on. You sing it. You sing it like that.
It's
I
in
would love to
20
hear it.
minutes? Oh my gosh. You should redeem the birthday song in 20 minutes and we'll sing you happy birthday, Shrill.
Yeah. Hey, don't you want to hear Princess's sexy happy birthday song?
It would rather appear as though proceedings aren't going quite as you'd hoped. You fools!
Go ahead, Runosuke. Read it. The prosecution gives its full support.
He's so protag now, no longer Bug Boy. I love it. Except for the fact that I love the Bug Boy voice too.
Very well then. No! For God's sake!
He's a little constipated right now.
No! My throat hurts. I pen this, my last will and testament, in the final moments before my inevitable and willing death.
Oh shit, he killed himself too?
Yes, he did. You didn't think that it wasn't suicide? It was. 100% it was suicide.
Clinch?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
A Western sword!
That's true. That's true. That's true. You're right.
The hour is 11 p.m., and I sit at my writing desk in my office. My good friend Asogi stands at my shoulder.
Yay.
He has expressed his intent to invoke the dying ritual of the duel that I may depart this world with honor. An honor of which I am utterly undeserving. The Japanese are a truly merciful people. I, Clint Van Zeeks, Lord of the Manor of the Van Zeeks estate, hereby confess to the following. I am the killer who has come to be known in society as the Professor, guilty of 4 counts of murder. I will not here discourse the corruption rife among the aristocracy. Sorry, I almost said the same thing as you.
What do you mean? That's the right way of saying it. I can't believe you pronounce words wrong on purpose.
Which is to me, as one of them, so apparent. However, 6 months ago, I took the life of a member of the House of Lords at the heart of the depravity. A demon who habitually sacrificed the common man to further his own interests, abusing his position of power. The law is impotent against such vile avarice. Only a fellow demon can rid society of this menace. That demon was my quarry, upon whom I willingly set my great hound. But though I am a hunter of some experience, I am a poor felon, it seems. My guilt was at once recognized by another, and I became subject to his extortion. He held over me the threat of exposing my wicked crime to my beloved wife and brother. Under that threat, I have done this man's bidding for months now, killing those he did. Strongheart!
Obviously.
As I watched my former mentor perish before my eyes at the jaws of the hound I commanded, I realized that I had lost the last shred of decency within me and sunk to the level of a wild beast. There is no path back to the light, be it I or my dear friend Asogi who dies this night. I am eternally damned. To my extortioner, male Strongheart, may you feel the jaws of the beast at your throat every time you swallow. Bum bum bum! So now we know. Yes, Clint Van Zeeks was a murderer, but somebody was directing him and naming his victims.
To be fair, only like 3 of them. He still did kill 2 people.
He did. It's true. His extortioner, Lord Male Strongheart, it was you! Lord Strongheart, a moment ago, you claimed that what the court has just heard would destroy justice in this country. But you weren't trying to protect justice at all. All you were trying to do was conceal the secret of your true nature and the countless lives you sacrificed up till now.
It just didn't make any sense to me. That the third victim, the former Lord Chief Justice, was my brother's benefactor and a man of lofty principles.
Because he needed to die for Lord
So that he could
Strongheart
Yeah.
to become Lord Chief Justice.
As I said, Clint had no possible reason to kill the man.
But you did, didn't you, Lord Strongheart? To eliminate the man who stood between you and the office you'd set your sights on. So you used your own hunting dog, Lord Clint Van Zeeks, to take him down.
It had to be done. London's unsavory shadows are deep, and the arm of the law fails to reach their depths. Crime must be cut off at the roots, but the Lord Chief Justice at the time couldn't see that. He was weak. Lofty principles, you say? Tantamount to cowardice, if you ask me. Which is why I took his place, in order to fight the crime he was allowing to spread like wildfire.
By murdering the man.
The Reaper. The Professor. The name makes no difference. As I've explained countless times already, it was all done for the furtherance of law and order in London.
Objection.
Are you going to legitimize the murder of my father now, too?
Genshin Asogi. Well, that was unfortunate. I'd fully intended to send him back to Japan as we'd agreed.
I don't believe you. It was you, wasn't it? You who killed him.
No, it wasn't me who took your father's life. Then who? On the night following his mock execution, I went to Lowgate Cemetery at 3 in the morning with Jigoku. Judge Jigoku? There had to be a collaborator on the Japanese side. Wait, no, it couldn't have been Jigoku. What? Hold on. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah,
No,
you know who killed him?
With the gun?
Yeah, the guy who fucking saw the guy and he shot him.
No!
The other trial that we did.
Drebber didn't have a gun. Drebber
What?
saw someone shoot the body coming out of the coffin.
Oh.
So who had the gun? We still don't know who had the gun. Was it Jigoku? It couldn't have been because he knew. No, it couldn't have been Jigoku because he knew he was gonna not be executed, right? So why would he shoot?
Yeah, that would be really weird.
Okay, anyway, sorry. Okay, let's continue. We could keep guessing for hours.
Dr. Scythe.
There had to be a collaborator on the Japanese side to manage Asogi's treatment after his repatriation. Jigoku had fierce ambition and made him easy to manipulate. 10 years ago, after he'd stood trial for the destruction of the witness stand, I had words with him. When I told him the position of Minister of Foreign Affairs could be his, he couldn't agree fast enough. Maybe it was him. Seisho, you fool. As you know, Asogi escaped the prison in a closed casket and was subsequently interred. We intended to dig him out of his grave before he ran out of air. But sadly, all did not go to plan. Ah! There was an unexpected visitor to the cemetery with his own ideas about digging up graves. A man who witnessed what nobody was supposed to see. Enoch Drebber. Of course, I knew grave robbers frequented London's cemeteries. But that grave on that particular night... Blast! If people find out that convict wasn't really executed, the scandal will rock the very foundations of the Empire! Then what do we do? Shoot him, Mr. Jigoku! Shoot Asogi at once! He can't live now that this has happened. He has to go! Oh, that's you.
What are you talking about? He had an agreement. You promised him he could return to Japan.
Everything has changed now. If the truth got out because of this, both of us would be finished. Forever! Come on, Jigoku, do it! Pull the trigger! Shoot!
Dang.
Oh man, he did shoot.
Judge Jigoku, more like Judge shot a fool.
Jigoku shot Asogi from the shadows. The grave robber was so close, the blood sprayed over his coat. He fled as fast as his legs would carry him. Then Jigoku and I put Asogi's body back in the grave from which he'd just emerged. Oh man. When I later learned of the waxwork modeler's presence at the scene as well, I made her swear to 2 things. Never to remove the professor's mask, and never to speak of the events of that night. And with that, the secret was buried along with Asogi's corpse. So, now you know what really happened in Lowgate Cemetery that night. It was Jigoku. He killed his friend.
It was Jigoku. He just wanted the job. Alright, but if you got paid $500K a year, would you kill a man?
If nobody knew?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody call the police. I haven't actually murdered
The
anybody.
literal Chief Justice is telling you to do it.
Kill this one guy.
I mean, would
and
you?
You'll get paid 500k every year for the rest of your life. Also, you get a sick job that you want.
Would you?
That's an easy ass answer. I'm so surprised you would even ask me this.
So what's your answer?
That should be obvious what my answer is. I can't believe.
Yes, yeah. So what's your answer? Come on, Mizu.
I can't believe you would even ask me
Mizu,
this. You
yes
know what I
or
would say.
no? Yes
I
or no?
have many adepts, okay? I could clear all of them so quickly and easily with a 500 of Ks.
So you're saying yes, you would accept the job if all it meant was killing a man. And
Even if
nobody
it was
knew.
my bestest of best friends.
If it was my best friend, no.
This was clearly one of his 3 best friends.
I can't. If it was one of my friends that I know, no, I can't. I changed my answer. If you're telling me I have to kill my best friend for 500,000 a year, no.
Okay. I respect that answer.
Would you? You would say yes?
I would say that my best friend would want me to live happily.
Someone clip this and send this to Mizu's best friend.
They'd be like, yep, I'd agree with that.
Oh
They'd
my
be like, yeah, I'd
god.
kill him too.
Life is not worth living without my best friend in my life. What?
Okay.
What?
You
What
say
is
that
worth?
now because you don't have 500k a year. I'm
Okay.
just-
But what is 500,000 worth to me if I don't have the people I love to spend it with?
About 500,000.
About 500,000.
I'm just sad, you know. Like, if I really put a number to the amount of money that I'm getting, it would be 500,000.
Talia Whitethorn, welcome and thank you for the follow. Hello, hello. So it's okay if it's someone else then? If it's someone random, yeah. And nobody would know that I did the murdering? I did a murder? If no one knew I did a murder and it was a random person, thank you for the hydrate.
But it's not a random person. Like, in this situation, it was clearly one of Jigoki's best friends.
I can't. If it was my best friend, I'm thinking of Ever right now. And if you told me...
It would be like, okay, because it would be, if I was Judge Jigoku, my 2 best friends in this scenario are Mikotoba and Asogi.
Uh-huh.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
And you had to kill one of your 2 best friends for 500k a year for the rest of your life.
I couldn't.
That's a lot of money you giving up.
I know, but you know what? I love my friends, and my friends don't care how much money I have, and they would spot me anytime I was short cash.
Yes, yes, yes. I understand.
You would just give up. You would just shoot your best friend.
Huh? What?
For
I didn't say anything.
500,000?
You're putting words in my mouth. I never agreed nor denied what I would do in such
Sure.
situation.
You said
All I'm
500,000.
saying is you should know what I would do. Are you?
Okay, but it's 500,000. Okay, true. Hey, howdy. Hey, you lost the game. Hey, we lost the game today.
We lost the game.
We lost the game.
How did we lose the game?
I don't know. Talia said we lost the game, so we lost the
We're
game.
like so winning right now. We're about to get 500,000.
Thank you for the save chat. Let's get 500,000.
Now, Judge Jigoku has been getting 500,000 for the last 10 years. Think about that.
That's 5 mil.
You just got 5 mil.
I don't know. I wouldn't do it. It was Jigoku, your Japanese acquaintance, who killed Asogi in the end, you see. He claimed to be the man's friend, but when push came to shove, he pulled the trigger.
Okay, what if it wasn't your best friend, but just like one of your friends?
Just like a random friend that I
Yeah, what are your 20
that I never know, that I never talked to, like just a random friend.
I'm just saying, it was one of your friends, and you know, it wasn't your best friend, but like one of your friends.
One of my friends. If it's not like, if it's just a random friend that I knew back in the past, yeah, nobody would know, right? Again, I was heavily stressed. Nobody would know.
Telling you to do it.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't believe it.
Hey,
Everybody.
500,000 is 500,000. Granted, that's not worth a life, but if you double that, then
You double that in 2 years, so you know how that works.
what did I just walk in on, Tiny? Would you do a murder? Okay, if you got 500,000 for it, and nobody knew. Okay, here's the thing: nobody would know. Okay, but would you do a murder for 500,000
A year.
a year? Do I get to pick? No, it's a random. Okay, let's hypothetically say it was your best friend. First of all, first scenario, it is your best friend. No, okay. Hypothetically, what if it's a random friend like in your past that you have never interacted
Facebook,
with?
you know, your Facebook profile got a couple hundred, maybe a couple thousand, depends on how aggressive you were with adding people. We just want to roll with random folks.
And nobody would know. Would you?
Nobody would ever know. Because the literal chief justice of the entire judicial system
Wow.
is like the one who's supporting you
Am
and giving you the money.
Am I the morally corrupt person? I think I might be.
I think that you are very logical about the state of our economy.
I think I might be.
You know how eggs are quite expensive these days? Imagine how many eggs you could get with 500,000.
Did Princess go back on her word? No? What do you mean? I didn't go back on any word.
Princess
That has the
originally
same
said
cadence
yes.
as I mean $20 is $20.
$20 is $20.
You are? I am morally corrupt, damn. I clipped when she said she would choose her best friend. I would choose my best friend. It's not worth it, says Tiny. 500,000 is not worth it!
See?
A year.
Now you're also advocating for
How am I
the
gonna
same thing that I
explain?
advocated for.
How am I gonna explain to the IRS? You're gonna explain it to the
No,
IRS
but
because
the
you
thing
got a
is,
legitimate job.
Yeah, they're giving you your dream job at the same time, and the dream job is now giving you a salary of 500K.
Yeah. It's not like you randomly just get 500,000 a year. You have to still work the dream job that gives you a salary of 500,000. Okay, but make it $1 million, and that $1 million is after tax. Oh, after tax, $1 million? Think of all the things you can buy. God, I'm just morally bankrupt.
I can't believe you, princess. I'm gonna stand on
How
my
dare
moral high
you.
ground of not providing an answer.
Tiny says this all changes the moment I get to pick.
Oh, I get a pick.
Tiny is gunning for one person and one person only.
This person is on my friends list, but they're not technically a friend, and therefore, I'm ready to pick.
Bobby says, if I disappear from chat one day, we'll know what... No! I would never... What if chat? No. If it was a random friend that I knew back in college or high school? Yes. Absolutely. Anyways, okay, here we go. He said that the assassin exchange proposal was a demand from his British counterpart, not a request.
So, you coerced him too? Using what happened in the graveyard?
So, alright then, hypothetically, you get to pick now. Is it different? Oh my god, fucking Tiny! Cold-hearted.
Okay, to be honest, I think I'm with Tiny on this one. If it's like you're not gonna get caught, you gotta pick the person. You don't even have to pay me. I'd do that shit for free too.
Okay, do you have someone in mind?
Oh, I have many of people that I would immediately go towards.
I'm trying to think real hard of who it would be. For myself, there's only one person that comes up.
Oh yeah, there's a
one.
person at the top of the list, and then there is a short list afterward.
First off, we're stopping this conversation, or at least I am.
This is a trillionaire.
Tiny doesn't want to incriminate himself. That's no fun.
Like if this person happened to ever happen to like pass in an accident, and I don't have an alibi, there's a very high chance that it might have been me who coordinated this accident.
Oh my god. Please. Talia says, I also have many people I would pick from. Oh man. Okay. I'm not naming any of them. I'll take the Buzzkill Award this time. I am staying, says Tiny. You all know who my number one would be. My number one and only one that I would do for free. If nobody knew. I think everybody knows the answer to that. Ever? No! Tiny, get the fuck out of here! You would not be my best friend! By that time, Jigoku was the Minister of Foreign Affairs negotiating international treaties with Britain. You can imagine what would have happened if it came to light he'd murdered a compatriot 10 years earlier. He would have lost everything. I merely reminded him of that.
How do you sleep at night? Under my blanket.
These past 10 years, I fought tirelessly with the darker recesses of London's criminal underworld, and I've used whatever means necessary to ensure that justice prevails and law and order reign supreme. She's losing it. That couldn't be further from the truth. The fact is, you haven't fought crime at all. How dare you? I saved Clint Van Zieks from dishonor and his death.
While it's behind the scenes, you systematically buried anyone who stood in your way.
Talia says, if you ever hear someone call Gatorade the flavor instead of the color, they're a cop? Really?
Okay, well, what's
Is
the
that
blue
true?
flavor?
Raspberry?
Is that like cool blue? Blueberry? Cool blueberry?
Oh, you mean like the actual name of the flavor? It's a
Yeah,
cool
that's-
something. No, Arctic. Arctic blue or something.
So it still has the color in it.
I think so.
Cherry red.
Isn't there a lime flavor?
Lime green?
There's like the yellow one, the yellow Gatorade actually tasted really good. If I'm like remembering correctly. How would you know if the lime the flavor or color?
You drink it, Floppy. You drink it.
I drank the yellow one without a label.
I'm always a cool blue boy.
There's multiple
There's
blues.
the light blue one, okay?
I
The
like
light
the
blue.
dark blue one. I like the yellow Gatorade and the dark blue Gatorade. But I also I drank those when I was in high school and like I was in
Princess.
swimming. I was on the swim
can't
team.
believe that Princess is a dark blue supremacist. I can't believe light blue for the fucker win. You probably enjoy red
See,
too.
we're not cops. We don't call it Gatorade flavor.
And then you made my father take the blame.
It was unavoidable. It was the only way to protect our justice system and public order.
Let's not forget the others you had killed as well. Setting the defendant up as the Reaper to cover up the truth behind the murders of countless more.
That's enough!
It's the truth.
Do you have any idea of the conniving that led to the acquittals of those wretched criminals? We have to fight fire with fire. Our courts can't function without a Reaper. Can't you see all I've done for this country? This has been my struggle.
Objection.
You've done nothing.
Like, who I unironically calls it Glacier Freeze or Glacier Cherry? Nobody. Light blue and white. There's a white flavored Gatorade?
That's just the cum one.
Disgusting. Interesting.
It's Lord Van Zieks here, who worked tirelessly and justly in court, whilst enduring the disgrace of the Reaper name.
You know, I guess Talia's right. I always refer to Gatorade by the color, not the actual flavor name. Interesting. Alright, well, now you know.
It's because it's easier. They use such stupid naming conventions. It's like same thing with monsters. Like, you call monster by the flavors? No, I get the white can with the blue label. Like, what flavor is that? I don't fucking know. With the white can with the blue label.
And Inspector Gregson, fraught with anguish for having sullied his hands through a desire to do the right thing. Not to mention Genshin Asogi, who risked his life going in pursuit of the truth you tried to hide. No, the darker recesses of London's underworld were largely filled by you.
You calling me fat?
Little. Will you get it through your thick skulls?
That it was all for the queen of the country? I'm tiring of that excuse. I was gonna say exercise. You've consistently twisted the truth for bargaining power to make others do your bidding. Nothing more.
How do I make myself sound angry?
Just making silly sounds. Like la 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 la.
People people who willingly twist the truth and coerce others have no right to call themselves part of the judiciary. Okay, there's a different way to tell for Monster Energy. If they say to carb monster is their favorite, they're a fed. Oh, if they say low carb, sorry.
Eh?
Low carb monster? I didn't even know Monster had a low carb option.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you drink sugar-free Red Bull, you are
No, you drink the
probably an addict.
full of sugar Red Bull. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong.
They actually have Red Bulls at work, and I'm like, I steal one every time I go into office.
Nice.
To drink at home, like
Incredible. Amazing.
casually.
You just gotta build your, like, do it anyways, even if you don't drink it, and build your
Exactly.
little, like,
I will have
Red
my
Bull
own Red Bull
mini
fridge.
fridge. Yeah, exactly. It's the blue Monster can with the big blue logo.
Oh my god, that one tastes like farts. You just described a fart monster.
I don't drink Monster, so I don't know. Like, black can, full sugar, blue logo.
No, okay, I'm gonna have to Google this now, okay? White Monster can. It has a blue logo though.
I'm gonna keep going here. I
Yeah,
strongly
yeah.
suggest you don't ever talk of justice again. Ugh. Ugh. Ah! My throat hurts.
Ultra blue. That's a good one.
He froze. Yo, he clapping. Yo, he's clapping them hands.
Well, dear me, my good fellows, dear me.
Clap, clap,
A
clap, clap.
well-deserved round of applause, I think, for a quite marvelous performance. What are you talking about? Those delightfully grave expressions, that beautifully pronounced Queen's English.
Yeah, we're all
Really,
doing
our
it for
friends
chefs.
from the Far East are quite the picture of industriousness.
You Rod, keep your mockery.
Please don't misunderstand. It really is as exactly as you've both said.
What are you trying to say?
Tali says, see? Now I've got you looking, meaning you're not a fed. Proven, not a fed. Only a fed would think low carb is genuinely good.
It literally tastes like farts. Oh my god. Low carb, more like fart gas.
I have occupied the darker recesses of London's underworld and, how did you put it, done nothing? I confess it's a little embarrassing to have it pointed out quite so starkly, but yes. I really have done nothing, which means I can be indicted for nothing. No? What? It's true! Personally, I have committed no crime. I've merely been surrounded by fools, who've acted very rashly indeed. You can't get away with that! You've consistently preyed on people's weaknesses! And what? Threatened them? Are you sure it wasn't just bargaining?
Oh my god, this guy's a fucking idiot. That's obviously a crime.
I would like to address all the good lords, ladies, and gentlemen of the judiciary here present. You all know of these darker recesses in our great capital, and deep down I believe you also know that to fight those who dwell there requires at least some of us to occupy the darkness ourselves. So let me appeal to your good sense now. Consider the situation with me. If this catalog of horrifying revelations were to become common knowledge among the 6 million inhabitants of London, what might happen? to learn that the infamous murderer of royals and nobles was a respected member of the aristocracy himself. That evidence was fabricated in the scapegoat's trial amid secret negotiations with prosecutors to effect a jailbreak. That the Reaper of the Bailey was an organized group of assassins managed by a Scotland Yard inspector. And finally, that it was all masterminded by the Lord Chief Justice himself.
If the general public of Britain knew the truth, all faith in the police and the prosecutor's office would be completely lost, without doubt.
Public order in the capital would completely break down. We'd be cast back to the lawless days of the last century.
Precisely. As it was 100 years ago when 1 in 10 of the population were criminals. Think what we've accomplished since then. A public policing force, a comprehensive set of laws. And if we want to continue to protect this new era of law and order, I say again, we must at times occupy the darkness ourselves. We have successfully identified and apprehended the man responsible for taking Inspector Gregson's life. That is all that was expected of this trial. All these other matters that have been discussed will be eliminated from the minutes of these proceedings, in the interest of preserving law and order. And to protect Her Majesty the Queen, of course. Well, my lords, ladies, and gentlemen, what say you? He has a point.
The things Lord Strongheart has done are quite unforgivable.
But on the other hand,
Isn't it our duty to maintain order?
you can't deny that the threat of the Reaper over the years has done wonders for the crime rate.
And by fair means or foul, that's all thanks to Lord Strongheart.
Strong heart, strong heart, strong
This
heart,
guy,
strong heart.
my strong.
Are you hearing this?
This is the will of the British judiciary.
For your rousing response, friends, I express my heartfelt gratitude. Therefore, in accordance with the overwhelming wishes of the court, the record shall be erased. Fun fact of the day, it's historically accurate that Abraham Lincoln could have sent a fax to a samurai asking for aid during the Civil War. That scratches a really weird itch in my brain. Thank you for the fun fact. You have to respect the man's ability to turn a situation to his favor. Lord Strongheart really is a master of manipulation.
You've conclusively proven his guilt. Yet, still, he manages to evade justice. I just don't know what we can do.
I'm full of weird facts that nobody asked for. Please continue to share weird, fun facts. I love it.
Brunosuke.
It looks like the trial really is going to come to an end now. I'm almost out of options, I think. There's really only one path left open to me. What? You can hear
I
them
almost
still
feel like
shouting.
it's a wait and see.
Wait and see?
Or use
the bunny?
fucking rabbit.
The bunny?
Yeah,
I think so
that's all I
too.
can think of.
Because we're stuck, right? There's nothing else. I don't think there's anything else we can do.
I've got literally nothing.
Yes, as I know only too well. The only thing that carries any weight in court is hard evidence. Oh shit, I don't actually... What?
But, Mr. Naruhodo, what evidence is there to use at this stage in the trial?
I have an idea. I don't know whether anything will come of it, but... if there was ever a time for using this particular item we have among the evidence, it's now.
Yeah.
The bunnies?
Pull his bitch ass! Inspector!
Oh, you're gonna present it?
You have to.
Yes. Mr. Shelms asked if you had that with you earlier.
We've exposed all of Lord Strongheart's wrongdoing now. I have no doubt that Mr. Sholmes had already deduced exactly how the truth would unfurl.
He was broadcasting that shit straight out.
So I think it must be time for the great detective to take center stage, don't you?
Yes, absolutely. Let's take the hair by the ears then, and heave!
All right, here goes. Heave!
Ow! 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 My dear fellows, must I remind you every time? A gentle tug will suffice.
Mr. Sholmes!
You're looking in quite the wrong direction, Mr. Naruhodo. Because I'm over here.
Oh, Mr. Naruhodo, he's...
Oh,
The fuck? He's a hologram.
it's Mr. Sholmes!
How in the fuck in the what?
I have no idea. I wasn't expecting you back, Sholmes.
Delighted to be here again, Lord Stromham.
What is the meaning of this? Bailiff, seize him! Put that man in irons!
Go ahead and try. I'm clearly a fucking hallucination.
This is a closed court! You've been warned once already, man! What the? I can't get a hold of him, my lord! Just go right through him!
Look at him hitting it.
I'm afraid your efforts are wasted. You see, the great detective you see before you is composed entirely of light and shadow, an image, if you will. Oof. Mr. Naruhodo, I must congratulate you on your fine deduction.
Mr. Sholmes, what on earth is...
Are you familiar, I wonder, with the invention known as the telephone?
Well, yes, I hear that some public telephones have been installed recently in Tokyo.
The sound of the speaker's voice is converted to an electrical signal and transmitted instantly to another place.
Quite. Sounds are transmitted, so could not images keep them company, I mused. Iris and I did some modest experimentation to develop such a device specifically for this very day.
Modest experimentation, Mr. Sholmes. What a modest description.
And somewhat incidentally, I thought we might just as well transmit an entire scene.
Somewhat incidentally, Mr. Sholmes? Now you're just being immodest. Do you mean to say you're not actually here, Sholmes? Shrill redeemed, it's my birthday!
It's my birthday.
I want to hear Princess do the sexy version by herself.
I
Mostly
can't
because
do
I just
it
wanna
by
hear
myself.
I just want to hear it. The hell? Can I not hear this?
I mean, on your birthday, sure, but not
No.
today.
That's whack. I can't believe I can't get any special privileges. No.
Alright, are we gonna sing this happy birthday?
How do you want it, Cheryl?
You have to do the weird thing where you
I know.
turn me down.
I know how to do that now.
Okay.
Did I say that out loud?
Yes.
I do know how to do that. Okay,
Yes,
okay.
you do.
But Shrill, you know what they say, if you can't do it by yourself, you can't expect to do it with others. How do you want it, Shrill? Do you want normal? Do you want
Do you want normal?
normal? Do you have a special way of happy birthday you like? Short, sweet, long.
Can everyone also in chat, if you're around, please wish Real a happy birthday? Gerard Way formed My Chemical Romance to the trauma of witnessing what happened in September 2001. My Chemical Romance was the inspiration for Jacob's character in Twilight, and 50 Shades of Grey started as Twilight fanfiction. And the star of the 50 Shades movie is responsible for the downfall of Ellen DeGeneres?
Yeah, so 9/11 caused Ellen DeGeneres to fall.
Incredible, wow.
Oh my god, I love the sound tower.
Anything but normal, just because you said normal.
Okay, what do you want, Princess? What do you got in mind?
I don't know.
How you want to do it?
We could do normals. I mean, you only have two modes: sexy or normal.
Thanks. Thanks for thinking all my other modes are just sexy. I'll take that as a compliment.
Okay, all right.
Okay, we could do like a fun, like a goblin mode. Goblin mode?
Happy
Goblin
birthday
mode.
to the
Shrill is a
person.
goblin, so we go
Bye.
show goblin mode. We just go, happy birthday. You know, you want to do a goblin voice? You know, want to hit with some goblins?
We could do goblin. I'll just copy your voice, I guess.
You're gonna copy my goblin voice.
I
No
will
goblemo.
try.
Yeah, no goblemo.
All right, Shrill. I almost said goblin. Shrill, are you okay with goblin mode? Happy
Oh,
birthday.
too fucking bad. You're getting goblin mode. Shrill goblin mode. Okay,
Groblin?
alright.
Okay, all right.
It's shrill goblin. Shrill goblin. Okay, I can speak words.
Uh-huh.
All right, you're gonna be muted, and I'm gonna count down, and then we're gonna go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shrill. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, that's perfect.
Happy birthday, Shrill. Thanks for redeeming. It's my birthday.
I just want to know what the fuck Princess sounded like now.
You know what? In true cliche goblin fashion, you steal the voice.
Wait, Princess stole my voice. Just stole my freaking.
Sounded exactly like
Problemo.
you.
That's crazy. I hope you put that one, Shrill. You can save it forever.
All right, are you ready? Let's go back. Thank you, Shrill. Happy birthday.
Happy
Hope it's a
birthday.
good one. Hope you eat all the good foods, spend time with your loved ones.
Or whatever you want to do.
However you want to spend your birthday.
Eat your
It's
loved
your day.
ones,
Eat
spend
your
time with good food.
except like 5 times as nasally.
I knew my trusty partner would have no trouble grasping the concept. I'm just having trouble grasping words.
Except he's grasping the stand to steady himself after your shock arrival.
Poor father. I would have hoped he might have been forewarned, being the great detective's partner.
Leave my courtroom at once! Get out or I swear to you!
What you gonna do about it, bitch?
Dear me, you on the other hand, Lord Strongheart, appear to have a very poor grasp of the situation.
I'm not apologizing.
Allow me to iterate. I am not here, which would, I hope, lead naturally to one asking, where exactly are you? The very question I was awaiting. I am, at present, enjoying the air in a rather splendid garden.
A garden?
Not just any garden, you understand. A garden at Buckingham Palace. She's with the Queen!
What? You can't be. Buckingham
Sucking on the
Palace?
tit of Queen Elizabeth the... One
What's Buckingham Palace, Miss Susato? I've never heard of it.
of them. Do you ever read the news, Mr. Narado?
He can't leave if he isn't actually there. Mr. Sholmes, is Iris with you there?
Ah, well now, Iris is currently enjoying some tea. With Her Majesty.
Her Majesty?
Not just any Her Majesty, you understand. Her Majesty... Queen of British Empire.
What?
Oh yeah, get sucked. I mean, get fucked.
What on earth is all this about?
Buckingham Palace is Her Majesty the Queen's residence in London, Mr. Narado.
Where's the lie, though? In my statement, there was no lie. It's true. Order! Order in court! I demand silence! Or immediate silence! Her Majesty the Queen, you can't be! I mean, no! This is some sort of unforgivably distasteful trickery by a third-rate detective, that's all!
Unforgivably distasteful trickery. What an apt description. A closed court session attended by elite members of the judiciary is a rare event. I presume that Her Majesty would be more than a little curious about the proceedings. So, I decided to show her everything, from start to finish.
Huh? You showed her?
Indeed. by dint of the Helaksham's remote cinematograph. Look at the cinematograph.
You meddling!
This is some kind of nightmare. Just as I appear to be standing before you, regaling you with talk of my latest invention, no doubt you've inferred that the reverse is also true. You don't mean. Her Majesty has seen and heard every moment of the proceedings. I assumed there would be no objection after all. Every trial in this country is conducted under the auspices of Her Majesty, as you know.
I don't know what the fuck was that word.
You!
I confess I am quite impatient to hear Her Majesty's opinion about the unforgivably distasteful trickery in which you've been engaged over the past 10 years. Please let me do the Queen. She has a voice.
No! I was merely...
Oh, so sorry to keep you all waiting. Vicky and I had so much to talk about.
Iris, there you are.
In fact, I have a little message here from Her Majesty.
A message?
You're fired. Well then, if everyone is sitting comfortably.
Forthwith and with immediate effect, all authority previously afforded to Mayor Strongheart is hereby revoked forevermore.
Yeah, I'm fucking fire.
Furthermore, he will be prosecuted for crimes against his country in public trial by jury in the coming days.
So, it seems that Her Majesty doesn't believe we need to fight fire with fire. Justice in this country needn't be administered from the shadows at all.
Male Strongheart. The darkness you fostered to conceal your despicable actions these last 10 years is a thing of the past now. After today, your brand of law and order has no future, because no longer are you the Lord Chief Justice.
You're just a criminal.
In the eyes of the law and Her Majesty the Queen, you are nothing but a criminal.
Fire! Pew, 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 pew.
Adjourned! 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 Court is adjourned!
Damn, you weak.
Oh
Can't
my
even
god,
break
my...
the stand. Why is the fire flying up? Is he gonna get lit? Oh, wait, what? That always happen?
I don't know. Oh, it's breaking!
The
Oh,
scales
God.
are being tipped. Is it gonna fall over on him?
It's fall on him?
Wow, he's really just gonna
He's
die.
doomed.
Oh, he's fine.
Oh, 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 oh,
Super
oh, oh,
guilty.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh, okay.
That's pretty fire.
I don't
We
know
don't
how
want
to
him to
scream
die.
like that. My throat, my poor throat. Talia says, fun fact, buffalo, buffalo. Buffalo, 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 buffalo is a proper English sentence.
You're a dirty liar. That doesn't make any sense, Talia. I don't know what English you're reading or writing.
Lord
How could
Glyn.
the first buffalo be undercapped? Lowercase.
Undercap? Is that what you just said? Undercap!
Hey, come on.
I didn't say it made sense!
I'm being bullied.
Lord
For my
Glyn
proper
Van
English.
Six left a will in which he confessed to everything. When those words came out of Asogi's mouth, it deranged me completely. I knew I must do anything and everything in my power to contain the situation.
You should have just shot everybody in court.
But I couldn't find the damned document. I searched his cell, but it wasn't there.
Which precipitated the jailbreak plot, I presume.
What do you mean? The need to obtain that will was all-consuming. I was sure that if I facilitated Asogi's escape, he would emerge with the will somewhere on his person. But despite searching his limp body in the cemetery that night, it still eluded me. It never even crossed my mind that it was concealed in the sword's hilt. It means buffalo bison. Which other buffalo bison bully also bully buffalo bison? I see. Doesn't really make sense to me.
What pains me now is that my brother left this world without a word to me.
I'm sorry, Lord Van Zeeks.
In point of fact, I think perhaps that isn't the case.
Sorry?
How can that be?
Well, if you turn his will around. Oh my, you're fucking me! You're fucking me, Susato! There is more to his last will and testament. What?
This bullshit.
Literally, on the other side, to my brother.
As I confront the prospect of my demise, I feel bitter regret for my younger brother. Barak, you have always looked up to me, and now you follow in my footsteps to become a prosecutor. Insert super amazing wagon adventure here, Oregon Trail. It is my fervent wish that my unspeakable deeds should not hinder your advancement. I ask not for understanding, for none could understand my depravity. I ask only for forgiveness.
Sogi is a fine detective and a hunter worthy of respect. He has agreed to honor my final two wishes. The first is that his document survives. The second, I cannot commit to paper. I have confessed my sins to my wife. May she find resolution in my death.
Hope your evenings are going well, chat and princess. Thank you, Dio. How's your evening going, Mizu?
I mean, I'm alright.
My evening has been going good, except for the fact that voicing Lord Mail Strongheart is sure to fuck up my throat for tomorrow.
I think I am looking forward to not working tomorrow.
You're not working tomorrow?
No, I am, but I'm like looking forward to the part where I'm not working.
Oh, I see. Scientists say that to minimize the risk of harmful dose of radiation, people must not eat more than 600 bananas per second. Oh, that's right. Bananas put out like a tiny amount of radiation. Crazy.
Only bananas? What the fuck? With my eternal gratitude to my Japanese friend, I rest my quill.
Evening is alright, just mostly relaxing. That sounds awesome. Oh my god. Well, okay, well, I'll tell you guys about this later.
Clint Van Zeeks. Tally, you can say balls. Or, you know what else? The thing in your balls.
Yes, the radiation will kill you, not the 600 bananas.
I could eat 600 bananas a second. What do you mean?
Could
If not
you
for the
really?
radiation.
Could you really?
I mean, if my friend can eat 16 eggs in a single sitting, what's stopping me from eating 600 bananas?
Well,
second?
one egg is bigger than one, or I mean, one banana is bigger than one egg. I'm just saying.
Hear me out as I twizzle my mustache that is not actually on my face. If I squash a banana to the condensed nature of an egg, I would argue that a banana is smaller than a single egg.
Okay, but still not 600 bananas worth.
I believe if I had 600 bananas of average size, I could compact all of them into roughly the size of a watermelon.
But that's per second.
And if I ate a whole watermelon in 1 second, I would die.
Yeah.
Unless I was like
God.
Inky D. Luffy or something. I don't know. Goku could do it. Goku's big and strong.
Male Strongheart, you colluded with Seishiro Jigoku in a criminal plot someone meant to span the oceans. And you cold-heartedly murdered all those who knew the truth about what happened 10 years ago. But why did you set about that now, a whole decade later? To ascend to the very peak. These last 10 years made me realize being the Lord Chief Justice wasn't enough. Short of becoming Her Majesty's Attorney General, I could have no real power to effect the changes needed in this country. And for that promotion, I needed to ensure no remnants of the past remained.
How could you?
I like everything to run smoothly, in the exact manner that I prescribe, like a well-oiled machine. And I was just a step away.
And for your ambition to succeed, did you even bother to count the number of brilliant people you killed? Ah, Mr. Reaper. Are you not forgetting something? Why did I almost give him a French fucking... Why is he the Reaper? What the hell? Such as... You very much adopted your usual prosecutor-like demeanor in the proceedings now. But the reality of the situation is that you are the defendant in this trial. However, the presiding judge would appear to have fallen from the bench, as it were. What the fuck? May I suggest, therefore, that we entrust the final adjudication to an old friend. My lord.
Oh, they woke me up for
this.
Oh, that's you. That's true. That's you.
As a member of the judiciary, I have been following the proceedings from the gallery. And I must say, I shan't ever forget the extraordinary battle between good and evil that I witnessed here today. The darkness that has blighted justice in our land these past 10 years has at last been dispelled, thanks in no small part to the efforts of a bright young star from the East, Japan, Defense Counsel Naruhodo.
Yes, my lord.
On behalf of everyone here present in the Old Bailey, I give you my heartfelt thanks.
You're too kind, my lord.
The first time I faced you in court, just under a year ago now, I had the faintest of intimation? The fuck? What the hell is that word? That if British justice, so warped and twisted over its long history, was finally to know change, this might just be the man to do it.
What?
But at the time, I wouldn't allow myself to acknowledge the possibility.
Oh, so he was just racist instead.
I couldn't overcome my hatred of the Japanese. And after the circumstances of my brother's death, yeah, no, you were completely spot on. Mr. Naruhodo, allow me to apologize for countless discourtesies on my part. You are a lawyer of boundless talent.
Oh, Lord Van Zeeks.
When I first arrived in Great Britain, I was literally a nobody, certainly not a lawyer. The truth is, my fortunes have entirely been made by the miraculous people I've met. My best friend, Kazuma Asogi, who led me here to Britain in the first place. My loyal and ever-patient judicial assistant, Miss Susato, who helped me study to become a lawyer. The brilliant Lord Van Zeeks, who never failed to challenge his Nipponese rival. And not to mention, the exceptional master of logic and reasoning, who showed me the true art of deduction, Mr. Sholmes.
Saving the best for last, Mr. Naruhodo. What a relief.
I'm well aware that without all these people's help and support, I wouldn't be where I am today. The truth is a guiding light that always leads to happiness. I've lived by that principle for a long time now. But actually, it's not true. The truth can also cause great pain, sometimes even leave people on the brink of despair.
And for that reason, there are those who feel the need to hide the truth, who do it instinctively even.
But as soon as we allow our eyes to settle on something other than the truth, the darkness takes hold. And from there it grows until eventually it makes us blind to the guiding light of the truth altogether. So that's why it's my belief that we must all resolve never to avert our eyes from what is just and true. So that we can continue to walk the straight and narrow path ahead.
Well, I must excuse myself now. But before I go, Mr. Naruto, let me compliment you on your grand opus.
What?
Without your beautifully composed case against Lord Strongheart, Her Majesty would have been unable to act. Thanks to you and your fellows, the hunting undertones corrupting Britain's justice system have been silenced.
Thank you very much.
So, until our paths cross again somewhere.
Well then, it would appear that this long trial has finally come to an end. Not guilty.
My apologies for my anxiety caused, my lord. Okay, yeah. Read that right.
I'm quite sure we shall meet again here in the courtroom before long, Prosecutor Barak von Zieks. In conclusion of these proceedings, I hereby declare the defendant, Barak von Zieks, not guilty.
Woo!
Yeah, they got fireworks up in this bitch, dude. Damn.
That is all. Court is adjourned.
Yay, we did it. We beat the game. End the stream. No,
Can you believe that took almost another 3 hours?
we really did. It took us right to the end of it.
You thought it was gonna be 5 minutes. You really
I
thought.
was just
You
joking.
really
I
thought.
was just a fun guy making funny statements.
It's probably like 3 more hours, to be honest.
It really is all over. But did I sacrifice too much?
Mr. Naruhodo. I really must congratulate you. It was a truly splendid performance. Honestly, I couldn't be happier for you.
Oh, thank you very much. But I really couldn't have done it without you at my side through it all, Miss Usato.
Oh? Your kind words mean so much to me.
It really was a very splendid show, Mr. Naruhodo. I'd have thought you'd be smiling from ear to ear, but you look rather glum. Well, of course I'm delighted about the verdict, but in exposing the truth, I'm afraid I've caused my client a great deal of pain. I'm really not sure that's what a lawyer ought to be doing.
Oh, well, in that case... I'm quite sure that when you see Lord Van Ziek's smiling face, everything will seem much better. Yay?
Miss Usato, everything seems worse. He has a face like thunder.
Oh, dear. I really shouldn't have presumed.
Rand's extra one, we don't have any time, Floppy. I'm sorry.
There's just no time. Mr. Naruto.
Yes?
Almost a year it's been now since I first encountered you here in this very courthouse. For you to have risen to the level of excellence you've demonstrated today, well, it's quite remarkable.
But I exposed the most unpalatable truth you could ever have imagined in court today. I feel as though I've robbed you of something you held so dear.
What was it he said? To fight those who dwell in the darkness requires at least some of us to occupy the darkness ourselves. But that was just the feeble excuse of a coward. Only those with a steadfast eye for the truth have what it takes to fight the darkness of crime. You made fine work of establishing the fact in court today.
Oh. Well, thank you.
What magnanimous words. I'm quite sure that Kazuma-sama would have a smile on his face at this very moment if he were here.
Smash cut to Kazuma.
Kazuma. Miss Usato? There's another face like thunder here.
Oh my, and he really was here. Lord Van Zeeks. Allow me to congratulate you on your acquittal.
Congratulate me, or curse me. You failed to bring down the Reaper.
I owe you an apology.
No, it is I who should apologize. Your father, Genshin. If I had been stronger, then perhaps. I made an unforgivable error of judgment. I can offer no excuse.
And I can offer no forgiveness. That said, I suppose you fought for justice and the truth. For that, at least, I can't withhold respect. What the fuck? Respect.
Your words mean more to me than you could know. I will hold them dear in my boot.
Kazuma-sama.
I must say, there's one thing that's still bothering me. The will that Lord Clint Van Zeeks wrote before his duel with my father.
Asogi is a fine detective and a hunter worthy of respect. He has agreed to honor my final 2 wishes. The first is that this document survives. The second, I cannot commit to paper. I have confessed my sins to my wife. May she find resolution in my death. With my eternal gratitude to my Japanese friend, I rest my quill. Clint Van Zeeks.
Go ask his wife.
What can the second of his final wishes have been?
That your father agreed to honor, you mean?
I bet you that's Sholmes.
I bet you it's his wife.
Now we're at an impasse.
I think perhaps it's not Sholmes. He's at the Buckingham Palace.
Ah, God fucking damn it! I might be able to shed some light on that. What?
Father.
It was 10 years ago, as you know, the day before the execution was scheduled. I went to the prison to say my farewells to Genshin. Why aren't you putting up more of a fight, Genshin? If you'd only agreed to it, Seishiro and I would gladly petition the government.
We've been through this already. You don't need to worry about me. Anyway, Yujin, I have a favor to ask you. Something of great importance.
You're one of my greatest friends, Genshin. Whatever it is, consider it done.
I'm going to tell you an address. I need you to go there at once, in secret, and telling no one. You should find a lady of the gentry in hiding there.
A lady of the gentry.
She's not in a good way, and she's with child. The birth is imminent.
Iris?
I have no fucking clue.
As a medical man, I'd like you to attend to her. Please, you're her only hope.
He cheated on his wife?
Clint?
And had a child? By any chance,
Genshin?
is the child yours, Genshin?
Don't be that. It's a favor that was asked of me by a man I knew as his dying wish.
My goodness.
I swore to the man that I would help. That I would do whatever I could for his wife and his unborn child.
Yeah, it's just his wife.
Oh, okay.
But if something should happen to me, I need to ask you that same favor. You're the only person I know that I can truly rely on.
What did you say? If something should happen to you? Tomorrow night you're going to be...
You never know, though, do you? What life will bring.
Alright then. Tell me the address. I'll head there at once. With Seishiro and...
No, not with him.
Pardon?
This is a favor I'm asking of you, and only you, Eugen.
Right, I see. Very well then. That very night I caught a train from Paddington to Dartmoor in Devon. I found the old house. In the middle of nowhere it was. An old hunting hound lay asleep in the grounds. The poor woman was on the floor at the back of a darkened room. She was in mortal danger. I broke her waters to precipitate the labor before she weakened further, but it was a torturous birth. I did everything humanly possible for her and her child. If you're set on becoming a 500k illionaire, at least let me spoil the yaoi content of Brands Extra 1. You're free to spoil. I don't think I'm going to play it. And in the end, I was lucky enough to welcome a new life into the world. But tragically, my efforts to save the mother's life were in vain. I held the healthy newborn girl in my arms and wept for longer than I cared to remember.
Definitely Iris.
Eventually, in something of a daze, I looked around the room. There was precious little in it, but an old travel trunk caught my eye. It had clearly been well looked after over the years, made of top-quality leather with fine stitching.
Is that the same trunk in the office that they use as a table?
Yeah. But it was when I saw the emblem on the side of it that everything dropped into place. It might be.
B.
B
Or-
for Baskerville.
Baskerville?
You mean, the woman was the wife of Lord Clint Van Zeeks? That's right. The newborn was his daughter.
But that makes no sense. Why on earth wouldn't Clint have entrusted the child to my care in that case? I was completely unaware that he even had a daughter.
I suppose he didn't really have any choice.
What?
Well, your brother said he'd confessed everything to his wife. So she must have been beside herself with worry for her child. If the true identity of the professor were ever to be made public, the girl would be forever branded as the daughter of the infamous mass murderer.
Ah. So, the only solution was to distance the young girl from the Van Zeek's family as much as possible. I don't believe it.
I imagine that in his final hour, Lord Clint Van Zeeks made the obvious choice. He would have thought to himself, this Japanese man here is someone I can trust. I honored my promise to Genshin, of course. However, only a month later, I was summoned back to Japan. And without disclosing the parentage of the child, I couldn't obtain permission to take her with me.
Oh, how awful.
I was completely at a loss. In the end, I had to ask my great friend. I asked him if he would be a father to her. That being Mr. Sholmes, I presume? Yes. He took one look into my eyes and agreed to it on the spot. Mr. Sholmes, he has a heart of gold. Really, all it can be said that I did for the child was to give her a name. Oh? When I'd come to Britain, I was trying to escape from the grief of losing my darling wife. So it was her name that I gave the little girl. Your wife's name, Professor Mikotoba, in other words.
Name of my mother. Ayame Mikotoba.
Oh! That's right, Ayame. Or in English, Iris. Iris.
I had no idea. Ding dong, motherfucker.
Ouch!
Mr. Naruto, what's wrong? Ow, 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 ow.
This little thing just pinched me on the behind through my trouser pocket hard!
Ah, my dear fellows, can you hear me?
Mr. Sholmes, is that you?
Ding dong.
Ouch! Yes, we can hear you!
You see what excessive tucking can do. Let that be a lesson to you.
Mr. Sholmes, we weren't able to thank you properly before, but you were simply marvelous. Your checkmate move was a stroke of genius.
Indeed it was, wasn't it? I surpassed myself, I feel. It had become apparent to me that to stop the Lord Chief injustice, haha, you see what I did there? Would require such measures.
Uno, Susie!
Oh, Iris! Everybody.
Oh, I'm so pleased! What a wonderful outcome! Her Majesty Queen Vicky said she thought my special blend was delicious!
Oh, I'm sure she did. After all, no one brews a more delicious tea than you do, Iris.
Let's have a party to celebrate! And Mr. Reaper, you simply must come too!
What? I'm afraid I couldn't.
The Reaper of the Bailey. Flustered by a 10-year-old girl, again.
Again? What do you mean again?
No. No? Really? Oh, pooh.
She got your poop. But I give you my word that I shall present myself at your residence in the near future to express my gratitude.
Oh, how lovely.
You've promised now. I won't let you forget. Bye for now, then.
All right, Iris, thank you for all your help earlier.
Oh, that was nothing. Just come back home soon.
Ding dong.
Ouch! Ugh. One final pinch goodbye, was it?
Da-da-dee-da-da. Well, I think I ought to be leaving. Lord Van Zeeks, would you care to accompany me? Certainly. Yay, 2 of my characters leaving the game forever. Mr. Naruto, allow me to once again express my deep gratitude to you. I believe you saved my life.
Wait, Lord Van Zeeks!
Yes.
What are you intending to do now?
Well, clearly, I shall have to resign from the prosecutor's office.
Oh no.
I intend to publicize the full truth about the professor case. Once that's done, the Van Zeeks family will be ostracized completely from London society.
Surely not.
So, as soon as I'm free from my employment, I shall leave the capital.
Oh, I see.
He's gonna visit Japan, because he's gay.
Don't be a fool. Damn it.
Are those the actions of a man once feared as the mighty Reaper of the Bailey? I beg your pardon. For the past 10 years, you've endured that pseudonym and been cast as one of the dark forces yourself. Now that you've finally been freed from that disrepute, your battle is just beginning, surely. Well, I certainly never expected to hear those words from your lips. Damn, his lips? Benzie? I waited a very long time to come to London. Now, I'm properly here. I intend to learn all I can. In bed, too. Wink wonk. Anyway, goodbye for now, Runosuke Naruhodo. Van Zeeks is my boyfriend now.
Kazuma Sogi. It seems as though he's really matured suddenly.
Rocking my socks off. I don't know if you heard that.
I did. I just refused to comment.
Whatever, it was great.
He's not the only one who's matured, Mr. Naruhodo.
Huh?
Well, I think we should make our way back to Baker Street. We must help Iris with tonight's dinner.
We must.
Or rocking my socks off. That shit's
Alright,
great.
Floppy says, well then, you're missing out on their origin story where Kazuma... Hold on. We'll just finish this and then I'll read Floppy's thing. It was then that I came to an important decision about my future.
Oh yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Do you mind just finishing this out?
That's fine.
Okay.
Then I'll never visit again.
I'm home!
Yeah.
Ugh. About time you got here, but we've been waiting ages, Odo.
What are you doing with that colorful piece of history?
It's a party, ain't it? It's gotta go off with a bang. I mean, fireworks, ideally. But when you ain't got fire, smoke's the next best thing, ain't it?
There's a girl on Fresno Street who could help you with that, I think.
Right. I'll remember that.
You don't have to reload that thing every time I speak.
You must hear this. It's quite the most extraordinary thing. I assure you, it will defy your expectations. Take down every detail now, Mikotoba.
The end for realsies? The end for realsies show.
The world-famous great detective regaling his partner with the tale of his adventure. A sight to behold.
Would you care to hazard a guess? Where do you suppose the fiendish runaway had concealed himself? Would you believe? Inside the trunk I found abandoned is his cabaret.
I would believe it, yes.
I say, Mikotoba, I detect not a hint of surprise.
I wonder why that is, Maybe because I was there, at the scene as well, Sholmes.
What? You were... Then why the deuce didn't you say so before?
Not quite the sight I was expecting to behold, but still. It's hard not to feel privileged to see it. Hello, Mr. Sholmes, Professor Mikotsuba. I'm finally back from the Bailey.
And not a moment too soon. A feast prepared by Iris and Miss Susato awaits.
I must say, I haven't seen Susato looking so happy in a very long time.
Bruno, there you are.
Dinner is on the table, everyone. Please do come take a seat.
Time to fill me boots.
No Rand's extra one.
Goodness, is that really true, Gina?
Yep, I'm losing me copper's clobber and going back to what I know best. It's a diver's life for me. You're really leaving the police force? But why, Ginny?
Shit's corrupt.
Thanks for the pie.
Well, the boss ain't around no more, so... Oh. And anyway, no matter how hard I try, that Reaper ain't never gonna accept a diver turned dick, is he?
I have no idea. I think she turned southern. I think I made her
It's okay.
southern.
It do be how it be.
Well, people can change, you know.
Ah, yes, that reminds me. I rather thoughtfully offered to relieve the bailiff of this now defunct piece of evidence.
Huh? It's the inspector's pocket watch, and the crown has been reattached. That watch was his pride and joy, a symbol of his great achievements at Scotland Yard.
He was also a super criminal, y'all.
I know, right? For 10 years without fail, it measured every second of the man's remarkable career.
And now, it stopped.
Someone needs to keep the memory of Inspector Gregson's career alive by taking on the great responsibility of winding that watch every single day again.
But it's broken, and he was a super criminal.
Yes, someone with an equally fierce detective spirit.
Yeah, it's off-stream yaoi times.
It's gotta be me! There ain't no one else! Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do the rants extra. Floppy typed it out. I will be reading it later.
Quite so.
It's just them making out, basically. The tongue twistering each other.
Oh, I haven't read that yet. I mean, after all, the boss was... Well, he was my boss.
Yes, Ginny, yes, he was.
Oh yeah, and I made you a promise and all, didn't I, Iris? That I'd become a proper detective one day and track down your old man. Oh.
Oh, about that, we
Ooh.
actually...
I know, right? All right, then. It's decided. I'll
just,
do
write
it.
it on a piece of paper and hand it over.
And I swear, I'll find your dad and bring him back kicking and screaming. Oh.
He's fucking dead.
He's so dead. He's so dead.
I'm not entirely sure that would be appropriate.
Just bring in a corpse?
Yes, I think, Gina, it might be best to, well...
I think I'd like you to forget that promise, Ginny.
Huh? Iris?
Well, obviously, I've always wondered about who my real daddy is. Of course I have.
She's
I
gonna
wanted
say
to know where
Holmes.
I've come from. I thought it might tell me something about myself. But I've caused such a lot of trouble trying to find out for so many people.
Hurley, Bruno, Professor Mickey. Oh, no, not at all, my dear. Really, you owe no apology to anyone.
Well, anyway, I've decided to give up on it because I finally realized my daddy is the greatest in the world. I don't think it matters what his name is or where he's from. Don't you agree? Hurley.
With every word, Iris.
Thank you, Hurley. Thank you, Daddy.
I love my daddy.
Found family is the best!
I think me Kotaba.
Yes, Sholmes.
I think I ought to express my gratitude to you.
No?
For 6 years, you and I solved many a mystery together. And during that time, I remember countless expressions of gratitude for our good services. But a moment ago, I heard the most pleasing expression of gratitude of them all. And I should never have experienced it, were it not for you.
You old softy, Sholmes. But I must confess, it's a weight off my mind to hear you say it.
Well then, I think it's cause for a lengthy violin recital, wouldn't you say?
Oh, well, the food would go cold, that's the only problem. Maybe next week, Hurley?
Are you sure a week is long enough, Iris? Ah ha ha ha! Laughs in British.
Laughs in British! Even amidst the most troubling of cases, even reeling from the most shocking of revelations. Returning in the evening to this suite of rooms, there's always warmth and happiness to be had. The home of the world's greatest detective, and my home too, with my greatest family.
This attic room has always been my home and office for almost a year now. I've certainly had some unforgettable experiences whilst I've lived here. But I think now, the time has come. Time to bid this place farewell.
Hello.
Oh, Professor! We're so bad at this!
I got one right.
You got one! Are you alone? I didn't hear any sound from Susato's room. Yes, Susato-san went out after dinner. She took a carriage. Something about an important matter she needed to take care of. Ah, I see. I wanted to thank you for what you did earlier. Oh? With Iris, I mean, when the subject of her father came up. Lord Clint Van Zeeks. I made up my mind many years ago never to tell her who her real father was. It's what was agreed with Genshin, after all. Lord Clint Van Zeek's final wishes before he died, you mean? Yes, I've had to take some rather drastic steps at times to protect that secret, you know. Calling Susato back to Japan 6 months ago, for example. That's why? When I read Soseki-san's report about his final days in London, my heart nearly stopped. You'd stumbled across the crux of that terrible case, the dog's collar. The description of the Baskerville insignia left me in no doubt. Baskerville.
It's on the trunk.
If you decided to investigate that insignia sooner or later, you'd have made the connection to the Van Zeeks. And to make matters worse, Susato knew of the unpublished story as well. The story that Iris had written based on my notes from the time. Ah, yes, the Hound of the Baskervilles. Exactly. It was a work of fiction, but based on the grim reality of a huge beast of a dog being used as a murder weapon. A dog with the Baskerville family emblem around its neck. Armed with those two clues, I feared you and Susato might arrive at the truth. So I invented that story about having collapsed to justify her leaving London and returning to Japan at once. All in aid of halting any investigations you and she might have been contemplating. I see. Something I've never understood is why Susato-san came across that manuscript in Japan, though. You know, Iris is the Hound of the Baskerville story, I mean. Sholmes sent it to me. That was before Susato left Japan. He was very troubled about what should be done about it, you see. I had read it and carelessly left it on my desk, which is where Susato came across it, of course. It was the only case Sholmes and I ever pursued that I didn't record in meticulous detail. I was stunned when I discovered that young Iris had pieced together so much of it from my paltry notes. Sholmes and I discussed the matter and decided that we couldn't allow the story's publication. At that point, I returned the manuscript by post to Sholmes for safekeeping. So you did all that to stop Iris from finding out the truth about her father? That's right, because Sholmes had told me how astute she'd become. However, having witnessed events in court today, I must say my opinion has somewhat shifted. Oh? I think at some point in the future, the time will come for Iris to know the truth. And when it does, well, I believe it will be for the best. I think so too. Actually, Professor, I wanted to talk to you about something too. Judging from that expression, I'd say you've come to a decision, have you? Yes, I have. I will be returning with you to Japan. Are you quite sure? I'm really only here as a substitute for Kazuma, but he's here in Britain now, as originally intended. Locum student Naruhodo doesn't really have a right to stay, I think. I see. Looking back now, when I first arrived here in February,
My becoming a lawyer just seemed to be the way things turned out. With Kazuma, Susato-san, and Mr. Sholmes all gently pushing me in that direction. I spent the best part of a year immersed in this world, but always aware of a seed of doubt inside me. Until today. Standing in that courtroom earlier, all doubts vanished from my mind. I was totally focused. I was sure of my belief in my client, and I was sure I could see the trial through. And at the end of it, I finally realized no one else chose this path for me. I chose it myself. The path of the path of a defense lawyer, eh? Yes, that's what I am now. That's what I'll be going back with you to Japan as. And that's the path I'll be following for the rest of my life. Well, it sounds like you've made quite a resolution there. I have! Very well then. I must say, it's extremely welcome news. I shall make arrangements for your return first thing tomorrow, but I don't imagine we'll depart for a few days. Not with the symposium having been cancelled now. Such a shame. Never mind. I'm sure there'll be other opportunities in the future. Well then, I'll bid you good night. Uh-oh. Susato-san.
I just wanted to let you know I'm back.
Baby, I'm back.
Did you, hear what your father and I were discussing?
I'm sorry I did, yes. I couldn't help but.
Oh, how much did you hear?
Well, from the part about Iris's real father,
Wait, you didn't figure that out yourself already?
In other words, from the beginning.
So you've made up your mind. You'll return to Japan and continue working as a defense lawyer.
Yes, I'm sorry. I really should have consulted you about it. I did want to earlier this evening, actually, but you'd already gone out.
Oh no, that's quite alright. I already knew that it's what you decided, Naruhodo-san.
You did? Susato-san?
Ah, yes.
I suppose this means it has to be farewell soon.
Good, she's 14.
I suppose.
You'll be a great help to Kazuma going forward. I mean, I know he's a brilliant lawyer, but he's new to the British courtroom. He'll certainly benefit greatly having a brilliant judicial assistant at his side.
I'll do my very best.
I wish I could say it, but I just can't. I can't ask her to come with me.
Damn.
After all, not actually better. She was always supposed to be coming to Britain as Kazuma's assistant.
It's growing late. We should both try to get some sleep. I'm sure you must be exhausted after today.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Before I retire, let me just say one more time. You really were quite splendid in court today. So if you ask me, anyone who thinks of you as a substitute or a locum should be ashamed of themselves.
Susato-san.
Thank you. "5:42 a.m.? Jesus Christ.
Early ship ride.
I can't believe this day's finally come."
You're really leaving then, Runo.
I'm afraid so, Iris. Thank you so much for everything. I don't know what I'll do without your wonderful cooking and delicious tea.
Oh, I wish you weren't going. But you have to come back and visit. Say you will.
Of course, I promise. Well, it was a very brief reunion, but it was a pleasure to pursue a case with you again after so long. For a while at least, it felt like old times.
Yes, I suppose on reflection, there's something to be said for it. Having a little fun once in a while.
I'll just go and say goodbye to the professor as well, I think.
All right, Iris, you do that. Honk honk. Honk shoe. It's time to honk shoe.
Susato-san.
Oh.
Wow, it's voiced.
I've just checked, Naruhodo-san. Your
Wow, it's
luggage
just
is
like my
already on
voice. It's
board.
crazy.
Such a beautiful morning. Perfect for embarking
It's
on
true.
a journey, isn't it?
Exactly like your voice.
Before
Actually,
I
just
set
my
off,
voice. It's...
I'd just like to say how thankful I am for everything you've done for me. And give my warmest regards to Kazuma, please.
Actually, I think you ought to give him your regards in person, don't you?
Sorry? Ryunosuke. Kazuma! What are you doing here? Do you really think I'd miss my best friend's departure?
Not Bug Boy voice.
That's crazy. He really awakened.
Thanks. To be honest, I'd been looking forward to our wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's capital.
Dude,
But,
that's so homoerotic.
Well, we'll have to save that for another time. Personally, I'm looking forward to facing you in court again. Me too.
Yeah.
But
Court of
we're both
bed.
defense lawyers, so I'm going to become a prosecutor.
Oh.
I'll
I'm gonna
stay in Lord Van Zeek's tutelage for the
prosecute
time
your
being,
butt.
but before long, I intend to be just as formidable as the Reaper himself. Oh, I see.
This entire thing is so crazy, not gonna lie, said Floppy.
Actually, Ryunosuke, I have a favor to ask. Name it. I'd like you to take care of this for me for a while.
Pining?
Karuma? Why? Because I've seen it now. I've seen what's inside me. The demon that reared its ugly head that day.
Pausing my toothbrush to listen. Says Floppy. His marriage proposal.
It was only for the briefest of moments. The last time I came face to face with that inspector, but it was unmistakable. I wanted to kill him. I've always known there are demons that live inside people. And now I know there is one in me. The fact that it very nearly consumed me is something I'll carry with me until the end of my days. While
was a
I
murderer.
devote my life to fighting those whose demons have got the better of them. As a prosecutor. So, that's what you've resolved to do, is it? Until I'm ready to face the demon within me. To slay it once and for all. I leave this in your care. If you'll take it. Of course I will. I'll keep it by my side. Always.
Gay?
Actually, though, so gay. That's his soul!
Again, then.
Mate.
You have your path
His
to
soul,
follow,
mate.
and I have mine.
Naruhodo-san? the path you're going to follow from now on. I wonder if I might follow it at your side, and unless I'd be a burden.
She's
Oh,
asking.
she's so gay. She's so gay. Oh my god.
He's not asking. She's
I
asking.
mean, I would very much like you to come with me.
Oh.
But aren't you?
Aren't you 16?
You're so predictable, Ryunosuke.
I am.
Honestly, you never change at all. But that's what I like about you.
Oh.
You mean you knew about
You like
this?
me?
It was the evening after Lord Van Zeek's trial came to an end. She came to see me at the prosecutor's office.
Really?
Oh,
When
that's
I
where
had that
she was?
conversation with Professor Mikoto.
Yeah.
So, you'd go with Ryunosuke back to Japan?
Yes.
She knew he
I
was
know
leaving?
It's unfair of me to follow my own interests like this.
Coming here especially to tell me. You're a stickler for etiquette, aren't you? Well, what are his feelings?
We've never discussed it, of course, and Naruhodo-san has made no such suggestion. I worry that perhaps I'd be a burden to him.
He's just as much of a stickler for etiquette as you are. He'd never say anything before he was asked. But I'd feel happy knowing you were with him. Look out for him on my behalf, will you?
Are you one to be confessed to, or are you one to confess?
You mean...
Susato-san.
What do you mean?
I don't know, like, romantically, I guess?
Romantically, I would do it, but I'm not to say that a lot of individuals have confessed their affection towards me.
I see, I see. A real Rizzler. I see, I see.
I'm not even
What do you
trying,
think,
but like,
Naruhodo-san?
I was just like, chilling in a library reading, and this girl just like comes up behind me, covers my eyes, and just like, and just like leaves like a box of chocolates in the shape of a heart, and I'm like, what the fuck is? Oh my god! I'm literally in the library reading, like a fucking cool kid.
Okay, I see, I
So if you're
see.
willing, I'd be honored if you'd come with me.
And then she got hella embarrassed because I like in the next class I'm like, this is way too much chocolate. I started sharing with everybody.
Oh
then, like,
no, that's embarrassing!
I
Her
know.
feelings!
I know, but it's okay because I didn't reciprocate them.
Oh no.
Sometimes I think about how
Terribly
much,
incompetent.
how much
if you
I could have
had me,
taken advantage
I'd be
of my,
delighted.
how do I say, riz.
Floppy's asking,
Yeah.
what kind of anime did you isekai out of?
I got hit by a truck.
Oh, no, not at all. If anyone's terribly incompetent, it's me.
Ah! What's wrong?
Your luggage, Susato-san. There's no time. The ship's going to set sail any minute now.
Let's freaking go.
It's alright. There's no need to worry. As it happens, my luggage is already on board too.
She prepared!
It is?
Your fine judicial assistant has everything in hand as always, I see.
She already prepared.
Aww.
Your ship's about to leave!
Wow, that's just like your voice.
It's just like my voice!
Ryunosuke.
Kazuma, draw your sword.
Who is telling him to draw his sword?
Ryunosuke?
But why? They're gonna cross swords? That's some
They're
really.
gonna cross swords.
They're really. That's some really.
Oh
really,
my
that
god!
is so like. They're literally touching chips. Like
One day, our paths cross. Once
our
more.
paths cross. Dude, just
We'll
say
fight a
penis.
duel
Come on.
of words across the
We'll fight a
continent.
duel. A duel of words.
A day
More
I
like
eagerly await
in bed.
As a lawyer.
As a
I've been
lover,
waiting
not a
to hear
lawyer.
you say that. Partner,
I've been waiting for you to say that, partner. I can't wait for us to get in bed
And the
together.
chip got fixed!
Yeah. The word I sent you.
Don't forget
It's a
me
funny
then,
word.
Kazuma.
as if
I'll dream of you every night.
Ryunosuke.
That's so gay.
And
Oh,
Mr.
I
Scholz.
love it.
Thank you so much. I'm
Dude, he
very
literally
much appreciative of you.
invented hologram phones. You can see this guy whenever you want.
Indeed, Mr. Naruhodo. I believe you are. I'll never forget all you've done for me during my time in London.
Quite. I should like to think you will remember your debt of gratitude. Especially when I visit you in your country. What?
Oh, he's
The truth
coming
is,
by.
although many are ignorant of the fact, the world is far smaller than most folk realize.
Well, I'd be delighted if you came to Japan one day.
Oh yes, would welcome you with open arms, Mr. Sholmes.
Oh, that sounds wonderful! I can't wait!
In that case, let us conclude that this is to be merely a brief parting, my dear fellows.
Did they ever make a sequel to this?
Floppy says,
And
greatest
that
Ace
brings us to
Attorney
the
3
end of my
announcement this
adventures
year.
in
I
Great
can feel
Britain.
it in my ears.
Oh. So no, not yet.
No. This is
Dude,
it.
that looked like a frog from behind.
Peculiar twist of fate brought me halfway around the world just many months ago.
I don't know. I was
The
tripping
start of
out.
my
I'm like,
journey,
what the fuck
I
is there a
was
frog
always
in the
fate
screen
would
for?
remain next. Still, I'm confident this won't be my last meeting with the friends I've made in London.
How do you
When
like
we're together
continue
again.
this though? Because
It's pretty.
the first
No doubt.
the first two
tied.
games are like
Yeah.
so connected, and it's kind of tied up now.
Hmm.
You'd have to start a new like
Yeah.
crazy plot.
Like a new big overarching plot.
Yeah, I guess you don't
Ship
have to,
with our
but
friends from the east sailed
it's kind of
steadily
been the
towards
standard.
the distant horizon.
Yeah.
But Sholmes's face was alight with joy. The times may change, but a steadfast friendship will remain true, Wilson.
Didn't
We
Wilson
have but to
die?
gently close our eyes,
Yes.
and we are with our companions once more.
So
New
I
MC?
do just that.
Maybe. Naruhodo's kind of
But
boring.
when I do, I can hear his strong, familiar voice ring out.
Objection!
He's pretty boring.
Until we meet again.
I don't know. Phoenix Wright was like way more endearing. This is so stupid. Naruhodo is like straight laced and just good. Phoenix Wright was just kind of dumb, and it was funny.
The Phoenix
Yeah,
is
see,
definitely
Yoshi
stupid
knows.
funny.
Phoenix is
I see.
definitely that.
I see.
Whereas Naruhodo is just like not really funny. He's
Oh.
just good boy. But I'm no purveyor of electrical goods and blah 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 blah. Anyway, I've decided an absence from London is in order. A sojourn in distant an empire of Japan, perhaps. Runosuke was cool. He's not really cool. What makes him cool? He's got a. Nobody explained the freaking shoulder mouse.
You have to mute Misu's mic now!
I gave a little note to Hurley the other day. It just said, "Thank you for everything, Daddy," but it made Hurley cry. And I
Oh,
gave
my
him some
God.
lotion I had invented as well to dye his hair red safely. But he said that might make him cry too, so he'd rather not use it.
Iris made the shoulder mouse, so it's not even a real mouse.
Yes, it's fake.
What the fuck is the point of it?
Yoshi, welcome in. Hello.
Does it like have a gun inside? In those days when I knew was known as the Reaper, I felt your presence at my side. Once, unable to bear the burden of that grim pseudonym, I even retired from the courtroom. Despite everything, I still wear your prosecutor's badge with pride. But the darkness that once beset me is no more, as you too are no more. In the words of a young foreign friend of mine, I must stride forward toward a brighter future. It is cute. It just made no sense to me because I came in like
Halfway
7/10
through,
of the
and
way.
Misu was like,
Yeah.
"Why the fuck does he have his mouse on his shoulder?"
Look at that.
The boss left a note for me, you know, and I can read every letter now, A to Z, the whole lot. It's cleared a load of stuff up. The boss was trying to protect me, see?
Arf.
And that's exactly what me and Chief Inspector Toby are gonna keep doing for Londoners.
Toby. Your name is Toby.
I only wish I could have said how grateful I was before he, you know.
Yeah, he's like over serious.
He's too serious, too polite, too like formal.
Yeah, there's no like chink in his armor.
Gina, the truth is, I'm not the upstanding fellow you think I am. You might be a diver at heart, but it's a good heart. You've reminded me I need to be true to myself. Got one more job to take care of before it's ta-ta to London town for the foreseeable future. And then, I've got to complete your education in the art of detection a la Gregson, as they say.
Like, if they gave him some weird quirk, like sushi. Like, if he really likes sushi or something, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I can fuck with that. But, like, he's just a guy. He really likes his bro. I guess that's fine.
Your Excellency, this man is accused of an illegal entry into...
Yo, who's this babe?
Oh, that was the other girl that, we needed to defend, at the beginning of this game.
Did I say babe? I meant to say... Is she over a certain age?
No.
I meant to say the cats were the babes. Yes. What cute cats. Yes. Very cute cats. I love cats.
Floppy says that's Susato's girlfriend.
Well, that's fine. Sharing's caring. Huh? I have a cat on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Yo, both of these babes.
Mama, is it true about Japanese people? Are they experts at filleting corpses?
Susato was fun. I think I like...
I like to hone my own filleting skills. You don't mind, do you, Mama?
Mia? Maya. Maya was fucking dumb funny too, though.
No.
I barely remember. I think I only played like the first 2 games.
Oh, Minato!
Yeah, use their freaking spiritual powers and just bring back a dead sister? That's crazy.
Susato would suddenly insult Naruhodo's intelligence all the time. It was funny. Yes, it definitely happened. Here I am again in Great Britain on the invitation of my dear old university friend. He sent me a very nice letter saying he'd like to show me around now that everything was settled. But what have I done? I was so excited I picked this splendid hotel and now I can't afford the bill. Oh, Barack, come to my rescue again, please. I wish I could just vanish in thin air sometimes. You don't know about Ryunosuke's love for his aquarium? Is loving an aquarium important?
Yeah, well, if they were so important, they should have put it in the main game.
When I went to make the waxwork impression of the killer in the cemetery, I realized what happened. But even in the witness stand of the highest court in the land, I could never speak of it. The Lord Chief Justice and I had struck a bargain, you see. For a faithful reproduction of the visage, there is nothing we Tispels would not do.
Madam Two Spells can do that to me all day, if you know what I mean.
Do what, huh, Mizu? Do what? Do what? Do what?
Whisper sweet nothings into my ear, huh?
Huh?
I mean, I'll
Can
take
you
a little kiss,
clarify?
too. I'll take a little kiss. What a
Hey, everyone calls me Gossip. I sell jaunty little tidbits to passerbys, you know.
Why is he in the jail?
Everyone calls me a Peppino, and I sell the spaghetti.
No, you were both of these.
Oh shit, no. You were the small guy.
Yeah,
and
now
I
that you
was the
get
tall
it.
guy.
I'll give you 7.
Oh, Daly. How charming. You've made lots of new friends here, I see.
Yes, and when we're released, we're all going to strike it rich together. What a cast. What a crew.
Yeah, they're time period appropriate, which doesn't make them like relatable. People like Phoenix Wright because he's relatable, because he's stupid.
When I was accepted on the foreign study tour, I knew exactly what path I was on, and however it might have ended, I knew that I wanted you there to see it. If I'd ended up in the dock, there's no one I would have rather had defending me. Transform into bug.
But now, there's a new path I want to take. Next year we'll meet again in the courtroom, my friend. Until then, I be Karma in your care.
Let me cry. Cut his mic. Cut his mic.
Oh, sorry,
He's
it's talented. You can swap all over this voice like that. I relate to Sholmes in many ways. Yeah, Sholmes is like a found father. He's so nice.
I've made some tea, Naruhodo-san. It's important that you rest well as you can. Once we arrive in Japan, you shall be busy establishing your new office.
Yeah, Sholmes is such a silly guy. Love him.
I'm so delighted to be accompanying you after all. Your talents have been recognized by a great detective, because you really are the greatest of lawyers. A great ace attorney, some might say.
Oh, how
Name
clever.
drop.
She just said the thing.
The title. The game name drop. Tee.
The greatest ace attorney. That's
Oh, picture.
Look at his photograph.
Oh, it's so cute.
It is a kitty. Where'd that kitty come from?
No idea. I think it's their cat.
They have a cat? Waggy? That's the name of the cat?
I think it is. Alright, and then he does the whole walking thing with a whole bunch of characters, but I think that's it. That is the rest of the
Is that the first case where he's with that girl?
yeah, so it was Susato pretended to be a boy. And
Oh,
was
that's
a defense.
Boy Susato?
Yeah, that's Boy Susato, and she defended
Damn.
that girl, Ray.
Okay, I see you, Susato.
Ray. Her name is supposed to be like a pun on "Remember Me."
Remember me.
I forgot.
Ray
Membami. Isn't that stupid?
I don't know. I'm super into like girls wearing boy clothes though.
Oh, okay, but she's 16.
Okay, that's not the point I'm trying to say. I was just talking about like that look in general. Like girls in suits? Fire.
Ooh, dude, today on my timeline, you know that suit guy on Twitter?
No.
Okay.
Wait.
And there's a suit guy on Twitter. He's always bagging on men who can't wear suits well, that don't fit them well.
Okay.
And he was doing like a thread on why women who wear suits, generally their suits are much more tailored. And it's because it really boils down to women are used to being constricted by their clothes anyways. So things like tighter armholes and like a higher like what is it? Like for your pants when you have a shorter back seam, it hugs your curves more. So it makes almost like it gives you a wedgie basically. And men don't want to be like uncomfortable in their pants like that, so they won't buy it. But women, they're like, whatever, I've probably felt worse. So their pants seem to fit better and don't have this weird dragging as well. And their pants are almost always tailored more like correctly, and they don't have a lot of things like just pooling at their ankles. And then it was great because there was a lot of like pictures of women in suits. Yeah.
Links for Science. I mean,
very hot. I don't know if I can find it again. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Whatever you say, madame.
Spaghetti, I'm not some of the meatballs.
You finished it? Yeah, this is the credits as you can see. Show says, my fave from this game is still Aidonosa. Oh my god, so funny. Yeah, Aidonosa was like the most hilarious. Like when I realized what that name pun was for, I cracked up for like 5 minutes.
I think my favorite character was Toby.
Toby, the dog is cute.
That dog is cute.
I think the only thing I look good in is a suit. Well, perhaps that's not true. I'm my worst critic. Hey, looking good in a suit is a fantastic skill to have.
You're a criminal. You're a criminal.
Criminals, all of them. He's also a criminal.
Clap with me if you are a criminal.
Criminal.
I like how Sholmes just walks right back up to
Best
his spot in
friend.
line. Boyfriend? And they were roommates?
They're crossing swords
Again? Sword fighting.
again.
You can't tell me that's not gay.
It's so gay. Super gay.
Cap Capam.
Come! I love Tarustinimi and
Wait, it's against TOS?
from Spirit of Justice. Oh,
Crossing
crossing
swords?
swords? Maybe. I don't know. Perhaps. Trust me and believe me. Oh,
Oh, there.
trust in me and believe in me from Spirit of Justice? That's hilarious.
Oh, that's to me. No name is gonna beat Assassin. That shit was the
Assassin! Oh my god, I was so fucking mad.
Resolve, Fiend.
We did it!
We?
Yeah,
Did it.
we did it. Mizu, thank you. I know we stayed much later than we usually did, but thank you very much for... Oh, this is a nice art.
That's pretty neat,
Thank you for playing this game with me at the end. I appreciated having less characters to voice.
Hell yeah. Alright, tell me when you do that grade as a 33 or some other thing.
Yeah, I will
My
definitely
services
let you know.
are at your beck and call. Not because I am a simp, but merely because it's kind of fun. Thanks for having me around.
Of course. I'll let you bounce. I will try to... Oh, hold on. Sorry.
Okay, bye. Paranormal
Everyone
Saturday.
say bye, Mizu. Give him a follow. He's a great streamer. He's playing... What were you fucking... Oh, Paranormicite. He was playing Paranormicite. He's probably
Yeah,
going to be playing that.
we're killing people and taking souls. I'll catch y'all next time, y'all. Bye-bye.
Bye. Go give him a follow. I will leave Discord now so you can't hear him. Okay, let's read the summary that Floppy gave us, and then they fucked. Real quick here. Okay, so this is the summary for Ranced 1 that Floppy wants us to play, but we probably aren't, so here's the summary. You're missing out on their origin story where Kazuma and Ryunosuke met at a student debate where Ryunosuke won because Kazuma stumbled really bad over his last few lines. He confronted Ryunosuke afterwards because he was like, "How did you deliver your speech so well?" and found out that Ryunosuke's hobby is tongue twisters. And the reason why Kazuma even wears his red ribbon is because Ryunosuke taught him a tongue twister about headbands, and it's an oath to show his dedication to overcoming his tongue twister weakness. Except Kazuma is a big dummy dork who got the tongue twister wrong, and it's not about headbands at all. Oh, I see. I see. See, forgot about that. Yeah, so I won't be doing rants extra, so thank you for the summary, Floppy. I appreciate that. We went over, I do appreciate Mizu for staying a little bit so that we could finish the game. And with that, we are finally wrapped with Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve. Really happy that I was able to get that done. Patchy, thank you, Yoshi, for the head pats and the collapse. Thank you. I don't know if you said, but did you expect Sholmes' old partner to be Susato's dad? Not at all. No. Did not expect Iris to be Clint's daughter. Near the end, you know, when me and Mizu were guessing, I was like, okay, makes sense that Strongheart is the Reaper. Was very surprised that, you know, it was only until the end that I realized, wow, Strongheart was the guy that had his finger in everything. I remembered that bit about Iris. Lie. It's Yoshi. And now you can finally read all the Kazuma x Ryunosuke fanfic you want. I don't read any fanfic, so unfortunately, that will stay in the realm of the unknown for me. But thank you, everybody, for coming in and experiencing this game with me. I had a lot of fun. I hope that you did too. as for what we do next, I'm not sure. It might be Earthbound. I really gotta get the Joy-Cons working. So, you know, we just have to republish it on Kindle under different character names. But yeah, thank you guys. Tomorrow, I'm streaming for once. No, we aren't taking a break tomorrow. I will be streaming. And then after that, I will be streaming on Thursday. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I won't be streaming because lots of things happening. You know, I have D-Day, among other things, that weekend. So the Ace Attorney fandubs beckon. So I will see you all later, hopefully tomorrow. Hope you've been well overall. Yeah, been really good. D-Day still? Yeah, date day. Duh. Date day. It just makes sense. Hope everyone has a good week if I don't see you, but if I do, we'll be hanging out at least until Thursday. Always glad to see you. Thank you, Zero. It's always nice to see everyone in chat. I really appreciate you guys coming by. Whether it's hanging out or chatting in stream, I appreciate all of that. Have a good Emperor Palpatine's Day. Yeah. Alright, let's see. I need to go wash the dishes. So let's go raid into who here? We could raid into there's not really. Oh, KP is doing a streamiversary. She's celebrating 4 years, so I do love KP. Let's go celebrate her over there. KP is a friend that I met through, I think just raiding other people who were playing in the same category as me. She was playing Final Fantasy X the same time I was. And since then, we've just become really good friends. So she's super chill, super awesome, celebrating 4 years it looks like. So let's go over there and say hello. I love her so much. Go ahead and copy if you are a subscriber, you can copy either raid message. If you're not a subscriber, you will need to copy the second raid message. Otherwise, it won't work in chat. Again, you guys, thank you so much. The Kissing Booth Donathon continues, right? This week and next. I will be able to schedule more fun streams next week because I'm waiting for a few things to come in. Like, we're gonna do Chubby Bunny, I promise. We'll also do the Pokemon stream next week. I need to figure out when to do Little Nightmares too with Ever, like to finish that out. I need to figure out who I can play Marvel Rivals with. I think I have a list going, but you know, can't be super sure. Over 1,000 already. Congrats, Princess. Thank you, Zero. Very sweet. Everyone has been so generous. I really appreciate it, you guys. From the bottom of my heart. I really do. Getting a new PC is always so nerve-wracking, you know. No embolisms. That's right. Please be happy. Please be healthy. But most of all, please be kind, you guys. Thanks, Yoshi. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Don't get an embolism. All right. Say hi to KP for me. Copy the raid message. I'll see you guys all later. Bye now.